I think we are live. Trying to verify. Didn't do
Still
the
see the
usual thing.
3-minute countdown for me, so
Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Fun Speculation. Opening Night Live. We are going to be co-streaming Opening Night Live here. Jasper's joining me. And looking forward to hopefully an awesome show. There's already been a couple of little bit possible leaks. Tekken may get a release date for January 2024, which would be awesome. There could be potentially Xbox Shadow drops as well
yeah.
here. Humankind and Age of Empires 4, which we've been talking about Age for a
I
while.
don't know if it will be at Keeley's thing. I think that's going to be at Xbox's own show today, but their own show is private and
Right.
it's just for people there. So it will probably be announced there, and then we'll get it later for us.
Right
That
on.
information to come out, but yeah.
This hot off the heels also of the new news from the CMA and ABK deal as well. I did a late night stream last night to try and break it all down as soon as the news hit. And really, at the end of the day, like to break it down simply, it's one step closer to close. Only thing that kind of sucks here is that it looks like it may not be done until October 18th. That's the new deadline for the new proposal for phase one of this new merger proposal for the ABK deal, which is going to include Ubisoft being the cloud streaming partner in the entire world except for the EU. And there was some more clarification. Tom Warren had made a post. And this we covered this a little bit last night about the ability for Microsoft to license back the ability to have the ABK games in the cloud service. So don't know exactly how that's going to work out. Like I'm sure maybe. Um,
Yeah, I was trying to think about that. Like, there's a couple ways I see this playing out. Like right now, it's just status quo. They keep with the Ubisoft deal and they move forward with that, or two farther down the line, they either buy out Ubisoft and then they get it back. Another one is someone else
yeah.
buys out Ubisoft and it messes with the contract, so then they get it
Hmm.
back themselves.
Right.
Or step four, Ubisoft goes under and they don't have to worry about it anyway. So
There's lots of different
yeah,
possibilities with that. Like, um, ultimately, it's not really going to affect a whole lot, except for
yeah.
CMA being stubborn, not going and just changing and reapproving the original deal with this new information, instead forcing a new proposal, which it kind of extends things a little bit. But it seems like they're on the same page with Microsoft about the deadline, because just so happens that their new deadline matches the same deadline as the extension between ABK and Microsoft. So should be not a huge deal, but we'll keep an eye on it and report on all of the stuff as we usually do here. Thanks to everybody who either watched my stream later or caught the um, live stream live last night. Opening night live today, Jasper. Are there any expectations for you?
Um, I think most of the stuff is kind of known games. There's going to be maybe one or two surprises, but I think for the Keeley show, I think most of it's just going to be kind of updates on games and reveals of stuff we already know. Like Modern Warfare 3, for example, is supposed to be revealed here, but
Yeah,
like it's kind of already been shown off, so it's like not that big of a deal.
yeah.
Stuff like that. So
So opening night live is usually not like, it's not going to be like the biggest show, right? It's not like a Summer Game Fest even, or like a Xbox showcase, or anything like that. However, I do anticipate some cool stuff there. Even if you just get the Tekken release date here that was rumored and leaked, um, that's pretty cool news, especially coming in January, because that's
yeah.
not that far away, right? And that's another big fighting game adding to this onslaught, which I know a lot of people are excited for.
I
Um,
think this event could be big for like maybe casual people that just tune in that don't try to like find leaked trailers and all that shit that comes out. Like if you're someone that like digs for all the like the hidden information and leaks, like it's probably not too fancy of a show for you. But if you just kind of, oh, here's a show, a gaming show, like then it might be a big show for you today.
Right. I would be cool though if they did have the shadow drops at the Keeley show, I think, instead of their own private show, because it'd make a little bit more of a splash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think because this is what
I mean, it could
most
be
people are watching. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. The pre-show starts in 30, right?
Yeah, was supposed to go. I guess 1:30. Yeah, but I don't know why you had the countdown for 1 p.m. on the Game Awards. But
Yeah. So, we'll be keeping an eye. Let me know if there's anything playing, Jasper. So
there's not. That's what
okay.
I've been waiting on.
Right. Because I'm just gonna leave it on this screen until we actually have something worth watching, right? And so that way we can talk about it and stuff. Do you have any takeaways from the CMA?
It's kind of bullshit, but I mean, I think this is the best. If they were gonna like block the deal over some stupid cloud stuff and they were really hammered, I think this is the best solution that could be out there. They're not shutting down cloud; they're just handing off Activision games to Ubisoft for cloud streaming. It's not exclusive to Ubisoft platforms or anything. It's only cloud streaming that they're partnering with them. Games can still come to the xCloud service. They can still go to the NVIDIA service. It's just this is a confirmed partner that Activision games have to come to.
And we talked about this before. We expected there to be a cloud partner before it was rumored to be with EE or whatever, that mobile provider there, which would have been interesting. That was rumored actually from some media, or it could have been any of the other cloud partners that they've teamed up with in the EU. But the fact that so many of those EU the cloud partners contracts they signed were in the EU, and the EU has their own concessions with their own company that is going to be acting as the arbitrator or whatever, the of that is making the Ubisoft deal effective everywhere but the EU. Part of me thinks also the fact that the US and stuff is included in that was probably to make it enticing, one, for Ubisoft, because like Ubisoft is like a deal just for the UK, right? And then,
well, not just that. I mean, Microsoft knows the more places Call of Duty's at, the more places they're going to get money from.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a win for Microsoft either way. It's just like,
and they don't want
because right now cloud's like no one's going to Ubisoft for cloud stuff. Like, let's be honest.
Right. And the other aspect too, Jasper, is like, because this new deadline extends enough, if there is any further action from the FTC because of that, this makes it even harder for the FTC to challenge anything, because like now the cloud is into question, right? And now the PlayStation's not a question. Like for the CMA, they really have no argument here to block this, because every single concern that they had is now completely addressed, and with this new proposal or whatever, that they can take into full account of these deals and stuff. So, which they mainly talked about in their announcement. So, it's
I mean,
I think it's done.
To me,
like they would look so bad.
This news, like I could kind of give two shits about, because I'm not going to play cloud games anyway, and if I was, it wouldn't be to Ubisoft. So, like for me, this is kind of just like I don't care news.
It was out of left field that it was Ubisoft, though.
Yeah.
That's a big win for Ubisoft, I think. Like, they need some cash flow, but the funny thing is they're actually paying Microsoft for this, right? In a lump sum as well, as like future payments due to play time and stuff like that. So like there's it's interesting, but at the same time, like getting Call of Duty to their service and being able to license that stuff out for cloud to so many different places is going to be a cash infusion for them, like for all the deals that they can make.
I wonder how Microsoft played that out. Is like if someone buys like a $30 microtransaction in Call of Duty on Ubisoft Cloud platform, do they get that money, or does it just go to Microsoft?
That's a great question. No freaking clue, bro. So it's not like the end of the world news. It is annoying news because the CMA is just being
Yeah.
annoying, right? More than anything, just prolonging this thing even longer. But it seems to be also the other aspect to this that I noticed last night when I was talking about this. Like, if the CMA did want to prolong things as long as possible, they could have waited till the 29th to make the final decision instead of the 22nd, right? For the original proposal. This
But
seems
see, like
like
they could have, but I think what they did is they're attention whores, and they knew that everybody would be focused on gaming topics today, so they're like, let's just drop
that.
it.
But I feel like the closing of the original agreement, the official block of that, was like to close that chapter so there's not two ongoing, right? So it's not a coincidence for me that that happened, as well as the new proposal agreement, as well as Ubisoft's announcement, all within a few minutes of each other,
Yeah.
right? Like, it seems like this was probably an arrangement or idea that Microsoft and the CMA probably had together, right? And because they had to get ABK involved in this, they had to get Ubisoft involved in this. The CMA had to have they had to have had conversations with them about this, I would assume, as well. So
Do you think that maybe that's why that the Ubisoft Plus thing was taking forever to come to Xbox, is they were trying to work this out in the back end too?
maybe, yeah.
Like maybe they were trying to renegotiate that Ubisoft deal for when they launched this.
That's a good question, man. It would be nice if like Ubisoft Plus was just part of Game Pass, and that would be like that's so like amazing, right? But it's it's not. So, um, Game Pass is going to get the games. Is like this is just affecting the
Yeah,
cloud. So
and the Call of Duty and stuff is still going to come to xCloud. So
yeah. Anything you're looking forward to at this show?
I'm wanting to see the Modern Warfare 3 reveal. More so because like we kind of just got like a few little snippets from the actual in-game reveal. I want to see like the full like 5-minute reveal or whatever they decide to show here. Maybe one or two surprises. I don't expect them to be big, but I'm hoping it's a surprise that actually interests me. Like Tekken 8 could be here, but like I don't really care about Tekken, so like if that is a
Yeah.
surprise game here, like it's not gonna be like yay for me. So I don't know. Like out of the announced stuff, probably that, and we're supposed to have Cyberpunk here. So I want to see what they actually show with Cyberpunk. I know, like we've kind of already seen a lot of it, but still want to see what the new stuff is there for it.
Right on. There are I know like Boxenberger and some other people also are out at Gamescom today, so congrats to them for attending, and hopefully those booths are everything that they seem to be, because Xbox is going all out on the booth there. They actually have the whole Starfield bus sitting out front, craziness. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think there's going to be some cool announcements. I do hope the Xbox stuff hits here. As y'all shared in the DMs earlier, Pong shared this. It looked like there was an early announcement from one of the IGN account, or not IGN. Sorry, IGN's been on my mind so much lately because of how much they suck. From Xbox's account, and from a
Xbox
different
Brazil,
Brazil, and they're always the ones, right? They're always the ones that seem to do this. That Armored Core, not Armored Core. Fuck, why do I keep Age of Empires 4?
I can do this announcement post if you would
Okay,
like.
yes, please, thank you.
So Xbox Brazil put out a tweet and it said like, "Geez, look what's coming today" or something like that. And it was Age of Empires 4 in Humankind, and it was on a Twitter post. They already took it down. Pong screenshotted. I did a screenshot with the translation, so it's out there. You can go to Pong's Twitter; it's there. He made a tweet about it. Also, Humankind, if you go to the Game Pass app on your phone, it says it launches today and you can start the download. Humankind also's preload went live like 2 weeks ago. People found that in the Xbox storefront, so you could have downloaded it 2 weeks ago. So it's kind of been rumored that Humankind was coming out. the Age of Empires 4 thing's a little bit surprising. I thought they would have held that off for October, but if it comes out today, that's even better.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm trying to do I was doing all this stuff on the fly, so
Yeah.
we got so many people here. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the show. I'm trying to work as well as do this right now, so that's why I'm kind of like acting all crazy. And we'll get into everything about, the surprises, right, when they happen, because like I feel like either at this show or later today we'll get the age news. We had speculated on that for a while because it made sense,
It's always a Gamescom.
you made a lot of good points. Like age always shows up here because it's a European, studio,
Well, it's
and
not that. It's just like it's more European audience focused. It's not like a lot of the majority of the player base I feel like is European for Age of Empires. So
going on. All right, sorry, work stuff. Jeez.
I'm hoping like if they do show anything from Age though, I would like an update on Age of Mythology. Like the Shadow Drop's cool, but like, can you give us like a 30-second trailer of Age of Mythology again? Like that would be even better.
Yeah, that was something that's supposed to be coming, right? Age of Mythology. So, but if we do get a shadow drop today of Age of Empires 4 on console, that would make 3 first-party shadow drops in 1 year for Xbox.
Is Humankind first party?
No. But
what's the third one?
Quake 2 remastered.
Oh.
Quake, because that happened at QuakeCon, right? And then we had Hi-Fi Rush at Developer Direct. And they've liked to do these in line with the shows, right? Because QuakeCon, that was an event. And that wasn't really a show at QuakeCon this year. They didn't do that. But it's still an event with Microsoft now because they own Bethesda. So you have QuakeCon, you had the Developer Direct, and now potentially Gamescom / Opening Night Live. 3 first-party shadow drops in 1 year. How many first-party games would this make for Xbox in 1 year? Like, if this is the case, it looks like it's going to happen. I mean, it was the Xbox Brazil account, right?
Like, I mean, even if Age doesn't shadow drop today, like it's still coming out this year,
right? So that's Age 4. That's Hi-Fi Rush, Quake 2 remastered, which check out the Digital Foundry video on that. They gave it high praise as well. Like when I saw it, I was like, this is not just a lazy like port or whatever.
They put out a new video today. Apparently, there's some like UK stadium that's gonna have like some gaming room or whatever, and their Digital Foundry's like, and most of it's going to be Xboxes here because Microsoft's partnered with the stadium or whatever. So it's like it's all Xboxes. So, yay! They're like, but we also have PlayStations and PCs in some rooms, but it's mostly Xbox.
So that was their attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Xboxes here. Yeah, sorry everybody. Jeez. Yeah, but they did praise Quake 2 remaster on their breakdown of it, which came right after the whole Red Dead remaster and announcement, or not remaster, but port or whatever it is. So like that's crazy surprises and value all in the same year. Now they're also like, this game's already come out on PC. Quake 2 is already an older game. Hi-Fi Rush was a brand new game. That was the biggest surprise, right? But you can tell they're kind of like these smaller releases or whatever, the ones that aren't as huge splashes they're using for the shadow drops, because that kind of in a way makes it even more exciting, right? Like it makes it more, it kind of hypes them up more, like, oh my god, yeah, we get this randomly out of nowhere, holy shit, let's all dive in and play it, right? As opposed to having to spend all this money marketing it, which may not amount to new players playing it anyway, right? Especially for these kinds of games. So I like their attitude and their idea behind that. So we'll see. For me, the biggest thing would be Tekken 8. I'm really excited to see it again. And this been a great year for fighting games. It got even cooler when the Killer Instinct news came out that they were going to be doing some updates to that. But if we get a January, because it was
How
rumored
many?
that
What
Tekken
is
might
it?
be 2024, but
We got Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. There was no other fighting games like within this year, was there?
no, King of Fighters came out I think late of last year, which is really good. There was another fighting game that came out last year too that was like a smaller title that like kind of took off. But there's it's been for what.
Yeah, I was just trying to think like if this is like year that the most like big name fighters come out, because we didn't get a Soul Calibur, Killer Instinct, so like those two,
No.
they're the only other two that are missing.
Yeah, if those will be the next ones, or I guess after these, like I don't think they're done with Soul Calibur, right? Dead or Alive would be awesome. So we'll see what happens with those franchises. Bandai Namco owns Soul Calibur, and it's Koei Tecmo, I think, for Dead or Alive.
Mm,
Pretty sure.
maybe.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with those. But regardless, like the cool thing is like we all anticipated Mortal Kombat was going to be big and huge, right? But kind of had fallen off a little bit with Tekken and Street Fighter. But there's a lot of hype for Tekken, and Street Fighter killed it with their release. They kind of brought themselves back up, got high review scores. A lot of people got back into it, and that's a game that's going to be supported probably for a really long time too. So, resurgence of fighting games. Tekken 8 could be another huge checkbox. Now that it's not necessarily this year, but that's only like January is only 5 months away. So
That's
it would be
crazy.
too much if it was this year, honestly. You know. So at this point, like I'm like celebrating early 2024 announcements, but 2024 is not going to be any slouch compared to 2023. As amazing as this year was, where it's kind of felt like 2 years in one in a way for releases. 2024, I feel like there's going to be a lot of games that are hitting their mark, right? Like as far as when their release date was planned for. But another game that's this
I mean,
year.
2024 could be as big as this year in game wise. Like, there's so many big games still left to come out. Like, GTA 6 could come out next year. It's probably going to get delayed to 25, but it could come out next
Yeah,
year.
that's true. That game alone makes for a monster year, right? Another game that's supposed to be here, I think, is Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
They talked about that, and there's a lot of people that's their most anticipated game this year, right? But supposedly we're getting some of the Alan side because the last time we got the was it the FBI agent
Yeah.
kind of gameplay. So this one we're supposed to be getting Alan gameplay, and it's gonna be nice. I can't wait to see what's all here. With me hoping that they take advantage of Keely's stage for the shadow drops.
I think, was it last year here at the Keeleys? We got the PlayStation 5 Edge controller that everyone was talking about.
Yeah, was that at the Keely's at this show?
It was at Gamescom, I think. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but that was announced at the Keeleys Gamescom.
I honestly have no recollection of opening. We co-streamed it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And I have no recollection of that show whatsoever.
I think they also had a Pokemon like VW like Beetle car or some shit.
Oh yeah, that thing where they showed the car and
Yeah.
it had all these lights or whatever is like a smart bug or something like that. I can't remember what it was. That was dumb. There was a lot of commercials, I think.
Yeah.
Like more than it was like half of the airtime was commercials. So I guess we'll probably have that to look forward to also. Do you think there could be like one big surprise here? Like he's holding close to his
I'm hoping so, but like maybe I've just missed that tweet, but usually he says there's like stay tuned for the big surprise, and I haven't seen that. Like if it's out there, let me know. But
yeah, because he wants to hype up the show, right? So shout out to the chat. If you like the content here on Fun Speculation, make sure you hit the like button, share it out, sub to the channel, hit the notification bell, all that cool stuff. We got the around 90 people here hanging out ready before the show starts. 9 minutes until showtime. Just saying hello to some people in the chat. We got Tony Grasso. We got Why So Serious, Doom Reaper, Poison Maniac, Pixel Slappa, Nixie. What's up, Nixie? Decado, the Hooded Canuck. What's up? How's it going? TSWS Gaming. Why do I sound like I'm on the bottle? Because I'm tired, bro. I am tired. And Nelson Neves. I didn't go to bed till like 4:30 last night, something like that. I wasn't anticipating doing a live stream last night, but I wanted to go live right away because I knew we were gonna have this show, and then I didn't know like with work schedule or anything else like if I was gonna have the chance to talk about it, and it was like just happened, so I was just went with it, and I went live last night at 2 a.m. my time, 3 a.m. Eastern. We covered it for about an hour with the CMA stuff, so didn't get a lot of sleep. So yes, this is
Yeah, I saw
this is sweet tea though. This isn't vodka. This isn't whiskey.
I saw the tweets coming out last night, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then I went to bed, and then I woke up this morning. I saw that you had a live stream last night at like 3 a.m. or whatever. I was like, "Jesus Christ, man!"
Yeah, yeah. I'm probably like, what the hell? We just had a podcast last night too. Like, it was only like 2 or 3 hours after our show ended, I think. What's up, Poison Maniac, Doom Reaper, the Herd Theorem. TSWS Gaming says, I wish my channel said Ham Solo when I was in the chat. Yeah, I think you could just, you'd have to use another account. Or you get whatever FARQ does. I don't understand what he does to have a million different names. Maybe you could ask him. What's up, Why So Serious? He thought it was a dream when I was on last night. What's up, Prey Grasso? Ray Oid, how's it going? Our buddy Pong Soul is in the chat as well, ready for some awesome news. I know he's probably. I want to predict because I haven't had a chance to even talk to Pong about this Ubisoft stuff or anything like any of this news that came out last night. I don't even know if he's posting the DMs about it, but I almost want to.
I don't think so.
I almost want to predict his thoughts on this. Like, it is what it is, and this one step closer. This is kind of what we thought was going to happen. Ubisoft is the big surprise here, right? I
think you'll say Ubisoft's probably the surprise, and it sucks that the CMA has to be so petty and shitty, but it is what it is.
We'll find out his thoughts on Thursday for PM and the PM for sure. Sup, Scorpio, Tom for Toonami, Patrick, how's it going? Let's see who else we got here. JaggerBlaze Alex, what's up? Let's see here.
Yeah. Fucking last night when we were doing the show, like we were talking about that Smurfs game, that stupid kart racer, and then after the show ended, there was a new Smurfs game like trailer.
I saw that. I can't remember who. Somebody sent that to me in the DMs. I was like, oh my god, really? Like, and then I actually went to the storefront to look at the Smurfs game, and I found out it didn't have online racing. It's just single. It's like single player and split screen only. It's like, why make a kart racer and not have online? Like, it's so dumb. Sup, Chipmunk, Poison Maniac, how's it going? Let's see who else we got here. Deathlord Strong, what's up? What's up? Base Digi, Marion the Mad here hanging out. Also, Beast Mode 10, Grim Tango XL, Duke Togo, how's it going? Grim, I already said that. Sorry. And Omitoni. Yeah, I think we're caught up unless there's some new names on the bottom. That I didn't get to. Robbie K, what's up? Black Card A, how's it going? Yeah, man. Opening that live. Maybe we'll have a 5-10 minute podcast with an interview with Troy Baker or somebody. Do you think PlayStation's not a Gamescom, right?
No, they did have Destiny did go live about an hour ago to show all the upcoming Destiny content, so they kind of here, but it's just Destiny.
What's the name of that new expansion for Destiny?
Final Shape, I think.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that as like Final Shape. It's kind of a weird name. I saw people saying like, "Don't fall for the hype, everybody. They fooled us with Lightfall," from the Destiny community. Yeah. So I think people are like, on the fence about new stuff, but then there's so many diehard Destiny players are going to play whatever comes out for it also. So, you
It's the
know,
last DLC for Destiny, the last
yeah.
major expansion, so
Yeah, and then
I'll probably pick it up just to do story stuff, so.
after that we get Marathon and
Yep.
then Gummy Bears, right?
Yeah, and they're also working on Matter, so one
Yeah.
of them will come out after that.
The Gummy Bears one was funny. You made a post about that saying that Bungie canceled the
Yeah, they came in,
factions
canceled factions to
and
make
then
Gummy
they're making a
Bears.
Gummy Bears
Yeah.
project. Colorful multiplayer thing.
MOBA, yeah.
Mm. Did you ever get into MOBAs?
I was into Smite for a bit and
Mhm.
then quickly fell off. I couldn't get into any other ones.
Right. Tom for Tsunami says MBG's chat thinking Sony is still dropping something at Gamescom and that now Sony is going to buy Ubisoft and get all the ABK games. That we said that like last night on stream. It was like it would be hilarious if like a PlayStation bought, Ubisoft now. But they would only get them in the cloud. Would that be worth the price for Call of Duty to get the cloud rights?
Well, I mean, it doesn't even fucking matter anyway because they're still getting Call of Duty native on PlayStation.
That's right. Yeah. And Microsoft may still even do deals with them to put some of those games
Yeah.
on PlayStation Plus or whatever, like anyway, right? So I don't know. I don't know if it would like change the way they see Ubisoft. It would be hilarious if they did
And if
acquire
they
them though.
came in and bought them, does that change that
It could
contract deal?
there could be the stipulations
Yeah.
with the contract about, acquisitions, rights, all that kind of stuff. Usually when there's like because it's not like Ubisoft owns those games. They own the licensing rights for 15 years, right? For those games for cloud streaming. So that's something you can have those kind of stipulations in, right? There's even when companies get acquired, right? Like studios and other things like that. Sometimes there's stipulations in there if the bigger company gets sold to another company or something like that, like they have outs and stuff. So you never know. And sometimes they have buyout clauses and all these kind of things, right? So who knows exactly what all is involved with the contract. It would be interesting to have some transparency on that stuff, but we're never going to get that unless there's
Yeah.
more lawsuits and discovery documents that get leaked and there's horrible redactions on it and stuff like that. That's where we get the really juicy stuff, which there's been plenty of that here in the ABK case. I think we're 1 minute away, Jasper.
The pre-show still says a 6-minute countdown. I'll put it in there though, and we can, I guess, watch a timer countdown.
Ooh boy.
I think they're just running a little behind.
Keely's not on time? The hell. Movie says. Well, there's a timer up on the top for the pre-show. Pre-show starts in 3 minutes and 19 seconds.
Oh, maybe those were like, maybe I was just reading it from like top down. Yeah, that's not the new ones that were announced today. I guess not.
Okay. Actually, Jasper just actually'd himself.
Yeah, I did. I actually opened the full tweet and saw the thing instead of reading the first few words.
Actually, Chill Carlos says just call it SPA. That's what I guess what racing fans call it is SPA. So the pre-show starts in 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and the main show starts, I guess, in 32 minutes and 35 seconds now as I'm talking.
I'm blanking on the dude's name, but the guy that you interviewed for your first E3 show, the guy that worked at the game trailers or whatever.
Yeah, Kyle Bossman.
Yeah, he's supposed to be, I think, one of the pre-show hosts.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. Funny guy. He came from game trailers. Like a lot of the guys over at Easy Allies did. And game trailers where Keeley used to host a lot of his stuff. Like the video game awards, all that stuff used to be on GameTrailers.com before it went to Spike TV, and then it was on GameTrailers.com and Spike TV. And when Game Trailers shut down, Kyle Bossman and a bunch of the other Game Trailers guys, Brandon Jones and Daniel Bloodworth, all those guys, they went and formed Easy Allies, which I'd listened to for a long time. I was a fan of them. So it was cool having Kyle Bossman on our E3 prediction special. He was cool about that. Tom Fujinami says no ladder animation for getting into the ship on Starfield. Is that a leak? Where the guy just
there was
up?
a 45-minute someone like recorded their TV and put it out today, so it may have been in that.
Oh, okay. Man. The hype and talk is still all about Starfield on social media right now. It's like, even with the CMA stuff, people are just talking about Starfield. I can't wait for this freaking game, bro. Oh, that's a new complaint, Tom? Okay. Who gives a shit? This is like,
have you seen how you went up ladders in Halo? You just kind of hover up with your feet. You don't even grab the rungs of the ladders. You just go straight up. So it's whatever.
I never play a game and like, oh, look at all the things you can't do. I like in a game like this, when all the million things you can do, it's like, that's what the game's about. Like, that's what you should focus on, not like comparisons to other games, because not every game's like another game. Like, so we don't want that, right? We want Starfield to be Starfield, and it seems like people are starting to get the gist that this is going to be that generational game. Here we go, opening night live. Welcome to Gamescom.
18 plus disclaimer.
Welcome to the Gamescom.
It's Kyle. You were right.
Pre-show coming to you from my couch. I brought in the cat bed back there. He's not going to show up. I'm Kyle Bossman. I'm your host for this pre-show, and I realize a confusing thing about this is that the opening night live pre-show is not live. This is pre-recorded. If you don't believe me, watch this. All right, we shot this days ago. The purpose of this pre-show is just to provide you with bonus trailers, interviews, general tomfoolery to pass these remaining minutes.
Oh, he's got some nice Dawn dish up there on this counter.
Yeah.
Opening
good
night
brand.
live. So I cannot think of a better way to kick this thing off than with a brand new trailer for Streets of Rogue 2.
Welcome to the City of Dreams.
Is this like a Hotline Miami type game, or
Where anyone can get a fresh start.
I have no idea. Could be a farming game for all I know.
Where a corrupt president enjoys a bit too much power.
Oh, there's a chat going with Smurfs again. Are you getting static in your ears?
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you just have to.
Their audio's fucked.
They're recorded or yeah.
Why is it serious? Says this was already better than the PlayStation Showcase. It's the first game and the
But
pre-show.
remember, there can only be one president.
What's up, Snooki?
Welcome to the streets where anything is possible.
Like old GTA.
Streets of
Yeah.
Rogue 2 is an immersive open-world sandbox dialed up to 11.
Except with building.
Building?
Be who you want. Write your own story.
It looks like The Escapist,
And you
kind
can
of.
do all of it with
Yeah.
friends.
Not gonna lie, it kind of looks fun.
Streets of Rogue 2 is coming to Steam in 2024. Add the game to your wish list.
PC only?
Great to see you back.
Or no?
Now, for this next part of the pre-show, I was hoping to talk
Yeah,
to
just
you
said
all
Steam,
about
so.
something incredibly boring. Psych. Here's some more trailers.
Take me forward, no matter the danger.
I'm hoping it's
trying-
just the pre-show with that popping stuff.
Yeah, me too. First one was fun, Pong said.
Your passenger is lost.
Oh no, Mandragon.
So is this way.
Mandragora. Interesting.
I wanted to give our people one last hope. A champion to defeat this calamity. I am sorry to push that fate upon you, Lisfanga.
This place is beautiful.
Hello, sister.
Kel, is that you?
This is not quite how I imagined our reunion, Emma. You should not have come here. There are dark forces at work in these forsaken lands.
Let me help you, brother.
It's like a Hades style
Now,
game or something.
for I still care about you.
Kel, brother, listen to me.
Enough!
This Fanga.
Steam Epic
Now, I
Sport.
realize even this far into this show that you might think I'm just some guy who hijacked the broadcast, and I don't blame you. So to prove that this is all legitimate, here is the host of Gamescom Opening Night Live himself, Jeff Keighley.
Hello, Kyle.
Jeff, we're now minutes away
Yeah,
from
this
Opening
popping
Night
is
Live
annoying.
beginning.
Yeah.
What sort of huge announcements should we all be expecting to see?
I think you can expect to see a lot of great games on stage. This is not a show driven by huge, shocking, surprise, one more thing announcements. When you really think of the history
All
of
right,
it
I'm
now,
out.
we've
Later,
always
everybody.
had kind of
You
meteor
said
hits
no
of
surprises.
games that are announced in the show, and that's sort of continuing that tradition this year. There will be a few cool announcements throughout the show, but generally we're showing like a lot of really big games because this has been an amazing year for games, and the next 2 or 3 months is especially going to be insane with so many releases. So you will see new stuff on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Alan Wake, so many other big games that are coming out later this year. But yeah, primarily focuses, as Nintendo likes to say, primarily focused on, you know, announced games coming in Q4 or 3 or 4 or something like that. So yeah, I definitely would set your expectations that we are not going to shock and awe you with surprise announcements today.
When you say meteor, though, that to me implies more than just a trailer.
The good news is when you're not just announcing games, you can also showcase, you know, gameplay. And that's the constant battle always happens where people want some CG teaser for a game coming in 5 years. But then they also want to see real gameplay and real games. And like, you're going to see 10 minutes of Modern Warfare 3 tonight. You're going to see
10 minutes?
gameplay.
10
from
Modern
future
Warfare
minutes,
games,
Jesus.
And like real in-game
I don't
footage. from
actually
these
want to
games
see
as
10
opposed
minutes of
release
Modern
and
Warfare
almost
3
finished.
tonight.
So that's kind of the advantage, that I think we can go a little bit deeper on some games today.
So actually, it's one of those things I miss about E3 was when they would just have like a long stage demo. It's just like, here's the game, we're playing it right now.
Yes, and that's what, like, those old Call of Duty demos at E3 were always great, and we, we can't do that stuff at Game Awards to do, super long gameplay demos. And here, we definitely can show some raw footage. We have lots of trailers too, but yeah, I think hopefully people will see an in-depth look at some games that they're looking forward to. 20-30 games will all be there. It's a big show and lots of gameplay to see.
Have a great time at the big show.
Thanks, Kyle. Your show's a big deal, too. We love having you host the pre-show, and I'm excited to be on stage for Open Night Live in just a couple minutes.
Holy moly. That was a good interview. Let's all take a minute to cool off now with another brand new trailer.
What's this?
Fallout 5! No, just kidding.
Metro?
No, could it be Metro? Stalker? No?
No.
Avatar? No.
No, I think we're on an alien planet.
Yeah. Is that a school bus?
I mean, game devs love them buses.
It's a Starfield bus. I did not watch the leak, Calorie. Jesus, what the hell's happening to the screen?
It's like a base building survival game. In Zone 2.
Right on. A lot of games so far that just say Steam on
Thank you,
them or whatever.
Zone 2. I've always said this. Any video game trailer with a bus in it is going to be good. You can't prove me wrong on that.
Why are we in the world of buses? It's so weird.
I fucking hate... Oh, the stream just froze on me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Maybe the popping will be gone when it comes back.
Yeah, I just hate how the 2023 has been Starfield and bus talk. I fucking hate it.
What the?
I want to see if this is still up on YouTube.
What the hell is happening? This is crazy. Okay, hold on.
It's
Is it doing that for you? Like,
I'm gonna just back out the activity. I'll restart it because
okay.
it seems like it's still going on. YouTube.
Yeah, that was. It was like wicka. It couldn't have been on purpose.
Okay, it's
okay,
back up.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Working the land.
The mainstream was fine. Yeah.
And creativity.
I was in like a fever dream for a second.
You found a cozy place in this community.
No more popping.
With companions by your side. Who knows what you'll accomplish? Add a drop or two.
It's like Kyle Boswick kept saying, Ronnie.
And set off for adventure. Will you reveal the heart of our magical island?
Bay Farm.
Pre-order now.
Bay Farm.
No, there was a little pop.
I'm so sorry. Those two trailers kind of blurred together for me. Which was the one where you killed that guy and then stuck up your middle finger at him? It was Bulletstorm VR. Got it. Thank you. So this is this is my third time hosting the Gamescom Opening Night Live pre-show. And already we've developed a couple of traditions. One, general awkwardness. And then two, the top 10 reasons to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. Number 10, there's just something nice about seeing a futuristic, shiny, reflective black stage with absolutely no streaks on it. Number 9, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Number 8, the big games you already know will be good. And then the number 7 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live is the weird games you never heard of before. I like those weird trailers. Those to me tend to be slightly more interesting than the sure things. Number 6, Sonic news. Jeff Keighley is showing up to Gamescom opening night live with Sonic news. News about Sonic the Hedgehog. And let me tell you, there's no way it's bad. Whatever it is, it's not going to be bad news. This would probably be number 1 for me, but I'm trying to be objective with this list. Number 5, the raw thrill of a developer saying we can't wait to share more. Number 4, Alan Wake 2. This game's coming out in October and they haven't shown too much yet. I expect they're going to show something kind of big tonight. Number 3 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023. It's free. Number 2, Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1. Officially speaking, I cannot rank one of those games higher than the other one. So if I have to put them in the same box, that's a powerful box. And the number 1 reason to look forward to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 is that hands down this is going to be the best Tuesday night of the summer. And please don't be like, nah, not true. I went surfing on a Tuesday. We don't care. We're talking about all of us combined. Collectively, this will obviously be the best Tuesday night of the summer. Because they know how to party on a Tuesday in Cologne, trust me. And do you know what else sounds like a party? The 7th Guest VR. So let's watch a trailer for that.
Oh.
Old man Stauff built a house and filled it with his toys.
I feel like this game's been remade like 18
6
times.
guests came one night.
Yeah.
Their screams the only noise.
And what about the rumors?
Eleanor, they're just that. They're rumors.
Stauff has spent his fortune wisely. Never mind the smell.
Bit dreary in here, don't you think? Burden. Maybe you've seen me on Broadway.
Regrettably not.
Oh, I'm bored. I'm going to the kitchen.
Wait! We shouldn't go walking alone.
This is a game. Nothing more.
Pong just posted a picture in our DMs of Todd Howard behind stage at Gamescom.
I say, every man for himself.
Doesn't mean he's going to be on stage. He could just be hanging out.
Apparently, there's more to this than I thought.
They do have a stage show, not stage show, a theater presentation to do for Starfield.
Yeah, they also, I just got an email from Xbox saying tune into FanFest and watch exclusive interviews and behind the scenes guests and stuff, so it could be for that too.
So one of my responsibilities as a pre-show host is to pop up in between scary games. If you have 2 scary games back to back, there's a big chance the audience could become unnerved and uncomfortable. So I'm here now to give you a chance to catch your breath, provide a nice comforting voice with a nice comforting face. And now you are appropriately comforted. Next, a scary game.
I remember seeing the trailer for this.
Oh, yeah, I think I do too.
Just do what I say, Roman.
Post-trauma of 2024.
Post-trauma.
My favorite part of that whole thing is when he's in that dank bathroom and he shines his light into one of those toilet stalls. And like the girl from The Ring is standing there and the guy doesn't move a muscle. He just straight up does not react. That's like my ideal video game hero. What a guy. Anyway, as you could probably tell, I'm not...
Only 8 more minutes of this.
So our producers thought it would be a good idea for me to educate myself properly on some Gamescom culture from an actual expert. from IGN Germany, here is Anne Wernicke.
Thanks for having me.
Anne, I'm so glad you're here. I have so many questions for you. What is the best way for people all around the world to keep up with what's happening with ONL and Gamescom?
There's an official Gamescom live stream. And
she's got that awesome phone that everyone had as a kid.
It's been in the Toy Story movies
way
too.
To not miss out on the stuff that's happening. If you're
and
in
is
Cologne,
that Clint
though,
Eastwood on a water can?
You just go on Saturday and Sunday to Gamescom Festival. There's stages there with musicians playing.
It's huge in Germany. Is Clint Eastwood watering
There's
cans?
Like human social games where you have to be like in a soccer table thing. It's fun stuff. You should try it out. It's completely for free. So
hold on, what is it? What is a human social game?
You know, soccer table. You play.
We're
soccer
talking about
tables,
foosball.
right? Foosball.
Yeah, we call it foosball. Yeah.
But in this case, you get stuffed into it. So you are like one of the soccer people in that table. You can't move. You just stand there, go left and right, and play soccer like that.
What does Gamescom mean to you personally?
So 13 years ago, I actually started my career in the industry at Gamescom as a trainee. I just got thrown in, and I was overwhelmed by everything. You know?
We don't
and
care.
To this day, it's just awesome to be reminded of that, to go there and see all these people, and I can still talk to the devs I admire there. So to me, it's kind of a happy place.
I have one last important question for you.
Sure.
How do you say world premiere in German?
It's actually Weltpremiere. Pretty similar, right?
I think I could do that.
Yeah, do it.
Weltpremiere.
Yeah, but that's good. Congrats.
And thank you so much for helping me out today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Kyle.
Poison Maniac says Jasper save us. Tell a joke.
All right, cool. Now I
tell
too
a
am an
joke. I
expert.
think this is the
Please
joke.
enjoy.
The show.
I know. Weltpremiere.
I'm bad.
Do I recognize these markings?
Careful, you.
They are old.
It's a bad.
Great cities of the age of myth.
This is no temple of Sigma.
Hammers of Sigma! No relent! No mercy!
We must fight on!
Age of Smurfology. Warhammer. Smurf Hammer.
Warriors of Sigma, stand with me!
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
Obtaining
Forge
this
your
power
destiny.
may have been the reason we were sent here in the first place. If we can claim it, we can cleanse the Oryx and save our cannabis.
Oh, I think this is that game that they had a beta for that me and Pong were supposed to play, and it was only up for like 3 days, and we never played it, maybe.
Ah. Yeah, this looks rad. Realms of Ruin, Warhammer, Age of Sigmar. 17th of November. Comes out on next-gen consoles and PC.
This is Delta Force. I know that this game, people started looking at the trailer a lot closer, and it looks like they stole some Call of Duty animations.
By 2035, we have formed a new breed.
Nobody picked up that helicopter in like 40 years?
Who are better prepared to manage these latest threats to our global societies.
I mean, we left all our stuff in Afghanistan. Who the hell cares about the helicopter crash in the desert?
Headshot. It also looks like they took some stuff from Battlefield.
Yeah. I know the animation people were calling out was like when he's sprinting and like he holds his gun up in the air, the way it shakes back and forth is exactly the same as Call of Duty.
Is it a
Welcome
free-to-play
back to the
game?
Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 pre-show.
I don't know. It's made by
where the
Tencent,
minutes
so maybe.
are just flying by. ONL is about to begin with Alan Wake 2, Tekken 8, Sonic News, and things I was not permitted to talk about in the pre-show. So, this bad boy, this is about to wrap up. I have one last trailer for you. Here is Homeworld 3.
Also, Homeworld 2 is going to be free on Epic, I think this week.
My entire life has
Right
been
on.
study, analysis, planning.
Warhammer's the coolest thing I've seen
the
so far.
galaxy is burning.
Delta Force didn't look that bad.
Fleet-wide comms open.
So neither did Crossfire X. So.
You've each just received a mission briefing. Nothing is redacted, because I want you to know what is at stake. We have been tasked with finishing KingRichard and the 5th Fleet's mission. Discover the source of the anomaly and the hyperspace attacks, and stop it once and for all.
I've never got into a space RTS.
I know
Well, this is the space RTS you would get into. Biggest one out there.
Many of you are feeling overwhelmed, doubting yourselves.
The thing with Homeworld though is like if you're coming just from normal RTSs, this thing is like mind-blowing because it's 3-dimensional. So you have to position your units vertically on a plane, not just flat.
My name is Imogen Sajed. Now, I must be more than a scientist. I am Fleet
Yeah,
Commander.
no, StarCraft, when I mean space, like RTS, I mean like when you're on ships in space, like StarCraft, you're on
and
the
that is it. That's
ground.
all I have for you here in the pre-show, which of course means that Gamescom Opening Night Live is now mere seconds away from starting. Thank you so
StarCraft is,
much
like, a
for
little more
hanging out with me
traditional.
here on my incredibly cozy couch. Enjoy the show.
$18-year-olds or older, you'd say.
If you're
I'm
not
glad you gotta get
18,
out.
turn your head.
Please welcome your host,
That's a lot of
the
people.
creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley's playing the piano? No.
Hello, Germany, and hello, everyone watching live around the world. I am Jeff Keighley, and welcome to the world's biggest in-person video game event, Gamescom 2023.
Can you feel the energy, Jeff?
Now, this right here is kind of like the opening ceremonies for Gamescom. It's a preview of this year's most anticipated games. We call it Opening Night Live. And over the next 2 hours, you'll get exclusive new looks at titles like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage, and Mortal Kombat 1. But first, we're going to kick things off with the first new franchise in more than 2 decades from a legendary game studio. And to help us step into the vast world of Starfield, please join me in welcoming the composer of the game, Inan Zur, for a very special performance.
Here we go.
Maestro.
Yes.
Song says, "Bring out the bus."
Oh, here we go. Live action
trailer.
Yep. Oh, amazing song choice. The artifact.
Oh,
Chills. Oh my god, I want to play this game. Oh man, can we just get like 2 more hours of that and screw the rest of the show?
Starfield is ever so close, and Inan, thank you so much for that spectacular performance. Really appreciate you coming all the way for this. It's true, in just over a week, fans will start to play Starfield in early access on Xbox and PC. Well, I've been lucky enough to start playing it. Don't be jealous. I'm not allowed to say anything about it. Yes, exactly. Okay. All right. Well, guys.
Oh, we got some protesters.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Really disappointed. They're disappointed. That's just so disappointing. This is such a special night for so many developers, and it's really disappointing to see someone act that way. But we're going to move right on with the show. We've got a lot of great games to show you. Really, it's just so sad to me to see something like that happen tonight. We're here to celebrate games in this community and how much they mean to us. So without further ado, I want to move right on with the show because we've got a lot to show you. And the good news, Gamescom, is we have someone very special here who can be here to talk about Starfield. Please join me in welcoming to Opening Night Live in Gamescom for the first time ever, one of our industry's greatest creators, the director and executive producer of Bethesda Game Studios. That's right, Todd Howard, everybody.
Weren't they supposed to work out the security issue from last fucking Game Awards?
Right? He's probably extra pissed because he's about to introduce Todd too, right?
Yeah.
So,
Todd, thank you so much for coming all this way to Gamescom. We have a lot to talk about with Starfield, but first of all, is this true? This is your first ever time at Gamescom?
This is my first Gamescom, and you were right. You said how great the crowd is here, and it and just all the fans that come here for this the biggest convention in gaming to celebrate games. And I figured, you know, it is our first new franchise in over 25 years, so if I was going to come, you know, it's for Starfield.
Well, we all welcome you to Gamescom in Germany, and we're all very excited to step into this new world, Starfield, and the next week, early access. Set up for people, why did you want to make this game, Cypher? Why did you want to create a new world?
You know, I think like a lot of gamers out there, we have dreamt of a game where we look to the skies and we can blast off into space and explore. We love to make games where we can explore these worlds. We've done like with the Elder Scrolls and the Fallout series, but we wanted to do something brand new where you could explore with complete freedom in the galaxy. It's a game we've always wanted to play that we think a lot of people wanted to play as well. It's kind of that dream game.
Yeah, I wish I could talk about it, but it's quite an experience, and I know everyone here is very excited to jump in soon. You did bring some stuff to Gamescom to show to fans. I know there's a theater. Tell us, I know you've been sharing a little bit about the game, but I know there's a lot you want people to discover when they play it. What did you bring here to Gamescom? Yeah, it's really cool. We've built a 300-person seat theater where we're actually showing the beginning of the game, and you start out as a miner, and you touch this artifact that affects you in some way, where you see a bit into space-time, and then you get to create your own character. Our games are about creating and being whoever you want, and then you're off on adventure. Yes, let's talk a little bit about this adventure. I know, people have been wondering kind of what the main quest line is going to be after you create your character, which is something that I know. I saw even someone on the internet this week created you, I think. Did you see that? Someone tweeted out a picture. They somehow figured out. I see a lot of things on the internet. I'm not sure that's real. Well, the thing is, I think you could really create whoever you want and then enroll yourself into this adventure. And tell us about sort of how the adventure starts. What can we expect? Well, you jump off. You're joining Constellation, which are the last kind of group of space explorers, like NASA meets Indiana Jones searching for these artifacts. But the story goes a lot of places. The game has a lot of surprises that we haven't talked about. I don't want to spoil them here, yes. But really, really happy with how the story turned out and where it goes. Yeah, it's such an epic experience, and you and your team have done so much for this industry, and the fact that you guys have worked through COVID, building this and coming on the other end, we're so excited for everyone to get a chance to play it. So thank you for all you've done for our industry, Todd. Everyone, Todd Howard. Thank you. Can't wait for you to play the game. Thanks so much, Todd. Really appreciate it. All right, well, tonight is largely focused on announced games, but we do have a few surprises along the way. And next, it's time for the global reveal of the third installment in a franchise that is very familiar to Gamescom fans. Here we go.
Whew. Is this that climbing game? Yeah. Man. It's starting it off with Starfield, man.
He said third installment. Is this the third installment?
I don't think so. Is their third? No, it's not their third game either. They've done more than that, haven't they? So
I have no idea. That's where I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Oh, Little Nightmares. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So this would be yeah, okay. This would be I thought it was that climbing game. This would be the third Little Nightmares.
That's right, Little Nightmares 3. And joining me now are Corley and Lucas from Bandai Namco to tell us more. Lucas, thank you so much. It's great to have you back here at Gamescom to announce another Little Nightmares.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it's really great to be back. We're very excited to announce Little Nightmares 3 tonight.
What's a new announcement,
at least? With the show. I mean, that's where we announced the first two games. So for us, it was definitely the best show to reveal Little Nightmares 3 to the world.
Well, we appreciate you bringing us this news. It looks incredible. Corley, I see we saw two characters in that reveal trailer. Can you tell us a bit more about them?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here to present you Little Nightmares 3. So yeah, As you have seen, we have 2 characters, but now you have 2 players as well, so you will be able to play both in single player or online co-op if you want, and face your childhood fears with a friend.
Now, I saw a lot of cool new places in the trailer. Can you tell us a bit about sort of the setting for these 2 characters?
It's a cool stage.
Yeah, so our 2 new characters are Lo and Alone. They are trapped in a place that we call the Spiral. It's a cluster of disturbing places, and they will have to work together, survive in a world full of dangerous threats and full of delusions. And they will also have to find a way out of the nowhere. So yeah, I can't wait to have you put your hands on the game in 2024.
Excellent. We don't have to wait too long. 2024. Lucas, I know that's not all because you're kind of expanding the Little Nightmares world with something more. Tell us a bit about that tonight.
Yes, we have one more surprise. So in addition to revealing Little Nightmares 3, I'm very excited to announce our first podcast series. It is called The Sounds of Nightmares, and it's an original story. It's composed of 6 episodes, and we are releasing
Has Jeff Keighley had more podcast
tonight.
announcts than any other?
So you can go on our website, thesoundsofnightmares.com, to check it out, and we hope that our fans are going to enjoy it.
Awesome. All right, well, we're very excited to learn more. Thank you,
Base
Lucas
Digi says I should play Little Nightmares.
3.
I might give it a try. I'd be more likely to play this
Next,
one
it
because it has co-op, so maybe I'd play with my wife.
That takes over the internet. That happened back in 2020 with the reveal of Black Myth Wukong from Game Science in China. Based on the classic 16th century Chinese novel Journey to the West, here is a brand new look at the gameplay of this incredible action RPG.
You're missing a head.
It's an amazing talent.
I mean, the Headless Horseman's got to do something in his off time.
Did he just crow? Haishinhua.
Oh, we making alien babies?
I think so.
Is that a locust from Gears?
That's what it looks like. It ain't, but that's what it looks like. Killing Floor 3.
I thought that's what that was when he had that little like chainsaw arm looking thing.
Yeah. PS5, Series XS, Steam.
There's your Age of Empires score.
Here we go. Here we go. Age 4. Comes to
Xbox
console.
logo.
Yep. Reimagine. Let's go. Let's go. Today.
Control your empire.
If you played Age 2 on console, it's amazing with controller support. They did such a great job. Is this going to be the third shadow drop? Oh my god, no buffering. Why now?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna shit. Okay, here it goes. It says I'm hosting now.
Yeah, I'd love to rejoin to see that.
Available today.
Available today.
Let's go! Third shadow drop of the year.
What a great surprise. Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition, an award-winning game on PC, is now available on Xbox consoles today. That's right.
Third shadow drop of the year for
next
Xbox.
up, we have something
into Game Pass
extremely
right away from
special
first
for you.
party.
We have one of the most
That's
iconic filmmakers
crazy.
of all time in the house. The director behind the legendary films such as 300, Man of Steel, and Army of the Dead. He's come all the way to Gamescom to talk about his new film, Rebel Moon, which is on Netflix December 22nd.
Oh, Zack Snyder's
Gamescom, please give a
game
warm welcome to
movie.
the one and only Zack Snyder.
I'm really interested in this movie, so I'm not disappointed in this right now, to be honest.
This was supposed to be a Star Wars movie, and then Disney's like, fuck you, Zack Snyder. And he's like, fine, I'll go to Netflix with it.
Yeah.
Too much. Oh, yeah. Zach, I know you had to come a bit of a ways to get here to Germany. Thanks for coming to Gamescom.
Thanks for having me out, Jeff, and thanks, Gamescom. How you guys doing? This is awesome. Wow, what a great crowd. It's insane.
Now, great to have you here. I know you've been a gamer for your whole life.
Yeah, I've been a gamer, and I love the idea of coming to Gamescom. Was like, that blew my mind, and so we were like, yeah, let's go check them out. And I thought I'd come over here, and this would be a great opportunity to talk about my new project, Rebel Moon. Maybe show you guys something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the world premiere of the trailer, which is coming up in just a second.
Yeah,
here.
just moments away.
Okay, well, let's kind of roll it back, though, because I want to talk about this IP, Rebel Moon, and it's really a whole universe that you've created, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But what was the original inspiration for creating this new world?
Well, I was always a fan of, team building movies, Dirty Dozen, Magnificent Seven. And also, I was a huge fan of this adult illustrated fantasy magazine called Heavy Metal. Everything in there just blew my mind. And I really loved like how intense it was and how crazy it was and the worlds that it introduced me to. And so I thought, this is a chance. And my awesome partners at Netflix were like, go do it. And so I got a chance to make this movie.
And you've got quite the cast, and I know Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Hopkins plays this robot, amazing robot, and it's an insane ensemble. And of course, Sofia Boutella is really the heart of the movie, and you'll see her just kicking ass through the entire film. So it's fun.
And what I love about, it's You'll see it in just seconds. But there's even more than just the films. And part of the reason we wanted to have you here at Gamescom is I know you're kind of expanding on the films.
Game?
A whole universe
he's announced
of
they're working
things
a
that are
game.
going to be, narratively linked to what you're doing with the movies. Tell us a bit about what's in store.
Yeah, we're also super excited to reveal that we're making a video game for Rebel Moon, and the game we're developing with Super Evil Megacorp, and it'll expand the Rebel Moon universe. It takes place right after the events of the 2 movies, and it really is I've been talking with those guys and really interacting with them. The ideas they have and the way the game's going to expand the universe is just unbelievable, and I'm super excited about it. You'll be able to pick your rebel and then go on missions, and it's 1 and 2 players in a co-op. Yeah, and it's crazy. But we're just starting to talk about a bunch of other crazy ideas inside the game, so it's really fun, and that's coming. So keep your eye out for more.
All right, well, we love it. The films, the game, and more. But let's roll it back to the movie, because we are going to get a first look now at this incredible film, part 1 and part 2, right?
Yep. So this little trailer we put together, a little tease of the universe. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I can't wait for you to check it out right now.
Let's check it out. The world premiere of the trailer for Rebel Moon. Zack Snyder, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Do you know the story of the Princess Issa? In myth, she was called the Redeemer.
The robot sounds like Anthony
It was said
Hopkins.
this child would stop the
Did you
madness
not?
of
No,
war.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Digimon Hansu's in it.
That she was to usher in a new age of peace and compassion. I was given memories of a world I will never see. Loyalty to a king I cannot serve. And love for a child.
I think this might be the most exciting movie this year.
Yeah, could be. It's so original. It's almost like, it looks like a fantasy movie, but in space in a way. Like,
I found her. A scar giver.
I am a child of war. I was taught that love is weakness. There is a difference between justice and revenge.
Almost like a Borg queen.
whoa.
There is a price to pay for your defiance. Shh. One moment. I do love this part.
Hold on.
I don't want no trouble.
We're not here to bring any.
Are you ready?
You and I both know fear. Let's show them that we're not afraid. Let's show them we are more than the shackles that bind us.
A king is a man, and a man can fail. But a myth is indestructible.
The time has come for all that you love. Protect each other and show them no mercy.
Who among you is willing to die for what you believe?
Nice.
A child of fire. Oh, then you only got to wait 4 or 5 months to the next one.
I'm down, man. Looking forward to it.
That looks insane. I cannot wait to play that game. All right, well, now we're going to move on to something that is very long awaited because sometimes good things do come to those who wait. It's been a number of years since we last heard an update on Crimson Desert, the new open world action adventure from Pearl Abyss in South Korea.
Oh,
well,
still, get
that
ready.
Changes tonight because the team has prepared a very special gameplay update trailer to share with the world first here at Gamescom. Enjoy.
Looking good. This is the one that's like, it's
Black Desert's successor.
Yeah, but this one's gonna be more single player focused, right?
Maybe.
PvE. Okay, right on. The Pong said, yeah, I was right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really care for the Black Desert, so.
Yeah, so is this an MMO or no? Single player only? Yeah, that's what I was, okay. Yeah, like, that's one of the interesting things for me with this, because like, if you take away a lot of the MMO stuff, it kind of allows them to focus more on certain aspects of the game, which might make the game even higher quality, right?
Yeah.
It looks great, man. It's like, it looks like Ghost of Tsushima and Assassin's Creed and like
The Witcher meets
The Witcher,
like Assassin's
yeah,
Creed is what I was
like,
thinking.
Yeah. And Zelda.
Can you build any giant robots and put dicks on them?
I don't know, maybe. It looks good. And For Honor.
Oh, there's a giant robot. Can you put a dick on it?
We can neither confirm nor deny what you can do with the robots in this game. Nice, man. Looking good.
What's up, Gamescom?
No year.
It's Ice-T. I've hooked up with my favorite game in the world, Payday, and I have my own special heist mission.
Payday 3.
Payday 3. And you know, I know a lot about heists in real life, all right?
Yeah, because you played a detective in Law and Order,
Here's
right?
a
That's
world
why.
premiere. First look.
Okay, so here's the deal.
I know about
Opponents are
heists
kept in
in real
high security cooling containers somewhere in a storage yard. The clock starts ticking as soon as the components are out in the open. So you need to haul ass to get them to the transport. Take too long, and they'll start to degrade and lose value. Now, do what you need to do to get ready. I'll see you on the other side.
This is Game Pass Day 1, by the way.
Yep. Payday 3. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
كم مضى منذ رحيلك عن بغداد؟
This is not a bad show so far.
لا أذكر مقدارها.
Pretty good show.
A Ubisoft original.
كنت أعرف دائما أنني سأعود يوما ما.
لقد عاد للتو من كنا في المتجر.
I feel like we've seen this game too many times though.
قضيت الكثير من طفولتي في هذه الشوارع.
Because there's only so much you can really show of it because it's like traditional Assassin's Creed, right? It's not gonna like, but it still looks great every time I see it.
كنا نتسلل إلى بيت الحكمة في صغرنا أنا وصديقتي نهال. ذكريات جميلة صارت كريهة الآن. قلبي يتألم لما حدث لهم. وها أنا ذا مستتر يتهيأ لإعادة النور إلى أحلك أركان المدينة. إني أبعد نصري عن الأبرياء وليس عن تنظيم القدماء.
Score prediction for Assassin's Creed Mirage.
لننهي هذا الأمر.
87.
Pretty high. October 5th. 85, 86, 78, 82,
Mirage,
84.
which marks a return to the Middle East
79,
series, offering an immersive
89.
and authentic experience.
No
featuring
90s
full
yet.
Arabic voice acting, as you saw in that trailer. You can be transported to 9th century Baghdad when the game launches on October 5th. Big month in October for game releases. Now I would like to introduce you to our co-host tonight for ONL. Please welcome Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
It's Jasmine, everybody.
And hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be with all the fans here at Gamescom this year. And I have the honor to be your guide for tonight for all those great things happening right here at Gamescom. And if you can't join us in Cologne this year, don't worry. You never have to miss any of the events this week. Just go to Gamescom now to discover what the world's gaming industry has in store for you. And if you're ready to vote for your favorite games, then visit now.gamescom.global and cast your vote for this year's Gamescom Awards.
Chat.
The awards will be celebrated this Friday at 3 p.m. If you want to
you
join
know if Psycho was here,
the
he would have said it out
adventure
loud. So.
and win pretty cool
True.
prizes in this year's Gamescom Epics, then go to the Epic section of Gamescom Now to play the text adventure of the show. You can also enjoy all-day coverage and tune in to Gamescom Studios broadcasts by IGN on Twitch or YouTube. Just join the conversation by using the hashtag Gamescom2023 online. Plus, there will be more announcements from the largest indie area in the world in the Gamescom Awesome Indie Studios show tomorrow at 8 p.m. And later this week, tune in to the Gamescom Studios broadcast and check out the Gamescom Cosplay Awards live from Cologne, Germany on Sunday at 3 p.m. I highly recommended this section. So check out Gamescom Now for all those fantastic features. Thank you so much, and back to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jasmine. Well, now I'm joined by the one and only Harada-san, the creator of Tekken, and Michael, the producer of Tekken. You guys have come all this way from Japan to deliver something
Can you get
special
Jasmine to talk about
Gamescom.
Tekken?
What do we got, Harada?
そうですね。
Oh my god.
普段最近はずっとバトルシステムの話ばっかりしてるので、
Is
今日は
Jasmine a
皆さんのた
playable
めに、
character in
全
Tekken
く
8?
新しいモードの情報を持ってきました。
So up until now, we've been mostly showing off the battle mechanics and new gameplay, but today we have an all-new mode to show you today.
はい、ですね、鉄拳はもちろん今回も、三島サーガを描いた、鉄拳のキャラクターの壮大なストーリーモードはあるんですけども、それ以外にですね、もう特に欧米では、失われてしまったアーケード体験の、ストーリーが体験できる、プレイヤー中心のですね、ストーリーモードっていうのを、最新の AI ラーニングシステムを使って、すごい臨場感のある、ベテランからニューカマーまで楽しめるような、そういう新しいモードをちょっと今日はお見せしたいなと思います。
Of course, Tekken 8 will have the story mode covering the Mishima storyline and the arc that the players expect up until now. But this brand new mode is kind of the story that focuses on you as a player, and it covers the arcade scene, which is a classical atmosphere that people our generation actually got to experience firsthand, but maybe some of the newer gamers out there haven't. So this will cover that. As you progress through that storyline, you'll experience some all-new gameplay that actually has some AI kind of infused learning aspects to it, and it's really exciting, and we hope that you'll enjoy it.
Yeah. All right, well, let's take a look at the brand new trailer for Tekken 8. Thanks, guys.
Tekken 8.
No, buffering again.
Oh, I'm good.
Why does it always happen at the worst time?
Mine's still playing.
It's going again.
Yes.
Observa. Heihachi Mishima is dead. أريد معرفة الحقيقة. Let's go.
Willst du im Sparring gegen mich antreten? Yoshimitsu Kento.
New single player mode. Arcade Quest. Is this still Tekken? Oh, it is, okay.
Eat this! What's done is done.
Forgive me.
¡Bajaste la guardia! Get ready for the next battle!
Let's go.
This day? Yep. January 26th.
Nice. That's not far away. We got 5 months.
There you have it, Tekken 8 coming in January 2024. All right, I'm now joined by Shelby Carlton and Dave Swenson from Sledgehammer, because on November 10th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 arrives, and today you guys are going to be the first audience in the world to see some raw, real gameplay from the campaign. Dave, Shelby, welcome to Gamescom. What can you tell us about Modern Warfare 3, Dave?
Well, first of all, Jeff, it is awesome to be here. Modern Warfare 3 this year is the complete package. We're shipping 16 multiplayer maps, all from the original Modern Warfare 2. These maps have been modernized with new gameplay and features.
Yeah, they're adding
we
doors.
We also have open world zombies. This is our largest zombies. Yeah. This is our largest zombies offering ever, and for the first time, it's set in the Modern Warfare universe. And of course, this year we are bringing a huge innovation to the Call of Duty campaign.
Yes, let's talk a bit about the campaign, Shelby. Makarov, I know, is going to factor into this. See him over there. Tell us a bit about what is the storyline? What can we expect from the campaign?
Yeah, so for the first time for Call of Duty this year, we're doing a direct sequel. You know, Modern Warfare 2, they asked a lot of interesting questions in their story, and Sledgehammer Games is so excited to work with Infinity Ward on the campaign to answer some of those questions and to bring you Modern Warfare 3. And one of those answers, he's standing right behind you. Yeah. He is Makarov. He is our infamous antagonist. He is cold, he is calculated, and he is trying to bring the world to the brink of war, but not if Task Force 141 has anything to say about it. So we are just so excited to get this campaign into the players' hands.
All right, well, we are going to see a playthrough of a campaign level. But first, Dave, I want to talk about something new you're doing, open combat missions. What are those?
So Call of Duty is known for epic cinematic stories, as Shelby talked about. And this year in Modern Warfare 3, we're introducing a new innovation to the Call of Duty campaign that's going to allow players to interact with that story like never before. We call them open combat
This is marketing talk right here.
Open combat
If you play the no ghillie suit mission from
they
Modern
allow
Warfare
the audience to
2022,
play the game the way they want to play it. So if you're like me and you like stealth, you can go in quiet, you can equip, suppress weapons, complete all the objectives without the enemies ever knowing you were there. But if you want to go in loud, you can strap on armor plates, you can go in, hit the enemy head on, and open combat missions will support it. You can leverage vehicles, you can leverage tacticals, lethals, you can even use your favorite kill streaks in campaign. Wow. Now, open combat missions are really important to our campaign story, and they're gonna work seamlessly with those epic cinematic missions that Call of Duty fans know and love. And tonight, we wanna show you an exclusive first look at one of these epic cinematic missions.
Add replayability to the campaign.
Set it up for us, Shelby. What are we going to see? This is the start of the game almost, right?
Yeah, so this is a sneak peek of the very first level of Modern Warfare 3. This is called Operation 627.
All right, check it out. Here you go, Call of Duty at Gamescom first. Thanks, guys.
Operation 627. Why do you keep saying yeah in the chat, babe? Hey, babe. Yeah. I should kept saying yeah, like yeah.
Alpha team clear. Heading to surface. All teams, eyes on target. Phase 1 complete. Charlie copies. We're set. Roger that. Moving to phase 2. Patrol boat 2 o'clock. Get under.
That it?
Stay tight. Roger, no movement.
See, Callie, I think it's more like the survival mission at the end of 2022, where like you could go left or right and take different paths. I think it's going to be more like that, where it's still like a single mission, and you have certain linear paths you can take, but it's still open because you can choose which path you want to take, kind of.
You know, the mission where you start sniping and then you move into the buildings, clear them out, and you're however you want.
Good hook. Let's get up top.
The opening it up to kill streaks and stuff sounds pretty cool too, though.
All teams, Alpha's in. How copy? Solid. Relay went clear. Moving to Mark DZ. Stand by.
Nods on. Biostrobes on.
Or there was that mission in 2019 where you was a night vision mission and like you could shoot out all the lights and there was a bunch of different. There's like 3 mansions you had to go in, and you could choose which mansion you wanted to go in first, stuff like that.
Drop him.
DZ clear.
3-1. Kill the lead. Alpha to Bravo 1.
I'm almost thinking of Metal Gear Ground Zero.
Visual. Bravo inbound.
Like you just have it all laid out in front of you. You tackle it how you want, right?
Yeah. In my opinion, I just think they're overselling this thing. Like, it's still going to be Call of Duty. Like, it's...
Yeah. Charlie, you set? Affirmative. All teams
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Because, like, they're going down here, but I bet you they could have stayed up on that wall and ran all the way around through the castle.
Well,
like, it's open, but it's like...
So I think what they mean, though, is, like, you can play through the game, but then there's an option to toggle on and off, or like, a different mode you can go into called Open Combat Mission, where it's like, you can play it more freely, potentially, without the story direction and stuff of it. I don't know. We'll see. Need to read more about it.
Descending stairwell, south side.
No, some missions are linear and some are open, is what he just said? Okay. Thanks, Calorie. But like the kill streak in regular campaign the whole time though, like that'd be kind of weird.
Movement in the courtyard. Looks like a prisoner.
Yeah, I mean they've been doing this for like years. That's why it's like not a new thing. Like even back in COD 4 when you had like the missions where you storm the hill with the helicopter support you could call in over and over again.
Right.
Like you just keep calling down airstrikes and you could go any direction you wanted. You just had to get to the top of the hill.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, but those were like preset things that you got, not like whatever you wanted, right?
They're taking the bait.
Light them up.
When they say kill streaks, I'm almost thinking of like your loadout. You know what I mean? For like what you choose. But who knows?
See, this is one of the split decisions. Like they're going down, and they could have probably stayed up.
Bravo. Alpha's in the tunnels. What's your status? Outside the control room. Waiting on you. Copy. At the gate. Stand by.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Jasper.
All teams, let's roll front down. Bravo, full report.
Roger. Blackout in 3, 2, 1. Execute.
The audio is really cool in this area right now.
The keys. Alpha, you have 1 mic before the lights are back online. Copy, Bravo. Kick off the riot. Roger. Opening blocks 1 through 4.
I would have accidentally killed so many prisoners at this point.
Alpha 1 to Bravo 1. Open 55C. Check.
I mean, these are the missions I like that they started doing. These night vision tactical missions.
This is a badass mission, I'll tell you that. Like,
Clear.
I like how it's so dark that he's like, I'm just gonna leave my NVGs off. So like, no need.
Alpha moving on sub-level. Let's get our guy. Ready, breach?
Get ready for your classic Call of Duty slow motion.
Breach her up.
You come through that door, everything's in the air. You can see like 3 dudes reaching for a gun.
You can stay tuned for more Modern Warfare 3 details and gameplay when Call of Duty Next, the premier showcase event for Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, Call of Duty Mobile, and Warzone takes place. We're announcing it tonight on October 5th, and jump in for yourself when the multiplayer beta kicks off on October 6th. We have so much more to share with you, but first, here's an update on Nightingale, the new shared world survival crafting game from Inflection. After a few years of waiting, it's finally time to find out the early access release date for Steam and Epic Store.
The Feywilds await.
This game looks like it could be cool.
And so too Nightingale. Awaken your first portal and tread on towards that which is boundless, beyond the measurable. Sequestered, struck by woe and lacking supplies, the question becomes, wilt thou be a survivor? Regardless of which portal variety you favor, realm cards will be necessary.
looking good. Looking better than last time we saw it.
If you buy a new Intel CPU, you get this game and Assassin's Creed Mirage for free from now until October like 19th or something.
Nice.
Hark and fly. Let my words steer your steps.
Early access, February 22nd.
World of Grand Blue Fantasy.
The astral realm is Lilith's home. One way back is to restore the forbidden primal.
This does look pretty damn good.
She will utilize the power of the four primals and attempt to cast open the gates once more.
You can tell primal beasts were weapons created by astrals. Their powers are capable of untold destruction.
It's just like, when am I going to make time to play something like this here, you know?
I sense something.
Well, you guess you're gonna have to skip Starfield.
It
doesn't look right.
Not a chance.
No.
Feels like overkill for a glorified treasure.
Something's blocking me. I can't get through.
Oh, primeval god, I beg your forgiveness.
But fate set in motion can't be stopped. Deliver us from grief and sacrifice. Fulfill my salvation.
The Hobbit! We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. But you've always been there to protect me. I just wanted to say thank you.
You're welcome. Looks good.
Do we still have another hour of this?
I don't know, man. It's like they've been hitting it pretty good on this show. Was that February 1st?
Gina Torres here. I play
Yep,
General
February
Kirkin
1st.
in Immortals of Avium. She is Jack's mentor.
This game's getting like mixed reviews right now. Some reviewers like it a lot, some don't.
Let's take a look at the game.
I think it's like sitting at a 68 or something.
Jack. We're out of time.
I think what IGN gave it like a 8 or some shit. I think.
Yeah. Like, there's a couple of people that gave it pretty high scores, and then there's some pretty low ones.
Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
Looks really cool. It's just so much out right now, so just gonna wait.
Stitch him up.
Immortals of Avium.
No, it's just a single player game, Doom Reaper. No multiplayer.
That was Immortals of Avium, which is out today. And next up, we're going to step into the world of the Hoyoverse. And I am here with Jenyu Lee, the producer of Zenless Zone Zero. Jenyu, welcome to Gamescom. It's great to have you here. Thank you. Yes, fantastic. It's a great honor to have you here. We've been very excited to hear more about ZZZ, the next game from the Hoyoverse, in the Hoyoverse. Can you tell us a little about what you brought to Gamescom for this ARPG?
非常荣幸今天来到 Gamescom 这个舞台，并且给大家带来了我们的作品《绝区零》，是一款都市幻想类的 ARPG 游戏。
I'm incredibly honored to be here tonight, and I've brought one of our newest products with me today, which is Zenless Zone Zero, an urban fantasy ARPG.
距离上次我们给大家分享动态已经有1年时间了。 我也知道大家非常
How's that Honkai Star Rail game doing? Is it taking off like Genshin did?
I
have no idea. That's probably a Steel question.
Steel?
So I know it's been a while since we've given you an update on what we've been working on, and that's why I'm particularly happy to be here today to give you an update on the progress that we've made with this game.
接下来的 PV 会有我们新制作的战斗机制和我们新的都市交互系统，希望大家喜欢。
So we've brought a trailer with us, and it shows you some of the urban environment that we've been working on, and also some of the dynamics of the game. I hope you like it.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Here you go. Brand new trailer for Zenless Zone Zero at Gamescom.
Wow. A lot. Hold on.
2023.
27 mil? I always thought that game looked really good. It just so much play. It started main show started
2 o'clock?
Yeah, an hour ago, I guess.
Yep. I've seen like 6 different graphic art styles here. I'm like, what is this game?
This past April, Honkai Star Rail made its global debut, and the game has captivated players with its interstellar grand journey. And today we're excited to share a special look at its beloved characters and provide an update on its PlayStation 5 release.
The Luofu's reconstruction efforts are ready for inspection, General Fu Xuan. Thanks to the Skyfaring Commission, Starscape Haven is back to full capacity. Allowing Jimmy Wen to serve as a military instructor was a wise decision. The troops' morale is sky high. And the Realm Keeping Commission has completed repairs in Exalted Sanctum. Harmony has returned to the Cianzhou. I don't remember Exalted Sanctum.
They opened it with Starfield OCD.
What manner of evil transported
Age of Empires Shadow Drop for console also.
General 1, Demon 0. Please. Plan B.
And some buffering moments. You've missed some of those.
In order.
Is this still the same game?
Nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know.
We got still more Hoyoverse for you. Genshin Impact is nearing its 3-year anniversary, and the game just released its 5th nation, Fontaine. Here's a look at the nation surrounded by water, plus the announcement of a brand new concert series coming, hopefully, to a city near you.
Dakota says that was Star Rail. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right. Oh, that was them showing because it's about to come out on PS5, I guess, or whatever.
No time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right here.
Is this Ocean Rail then?
No, this is Genshin Impact, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's one thing about them, though. When watching just videos of their games, trailers, it's like hard to differentiate them, right?
This October, Lords of the Fallen releases an RPG adventure where he plays a Dark Crusader who can access a parallel dimension, the Umbral. Here is a first look at the brand new story trailer for Lords of the Fallen.
Lords of the Fallen. There's a lot of Steel Ring games in this show.
Oh, wow.
I look upon you with pity, my lost child. For you have been deceived. They brand me evil. A tyrant. Yet I offer you something they will not. A choice. After all the time mankind have had to shape their own destiny. See what they have made of it. War, greed, hatred, suffering, chaos.
Now you will know darkness, brother.
Did he just stab himself?
Into the shadows might be.
This looks better than Wolong.
Yeah, looks pretty good. Oh, here's the Sonic news. This is that new co-op Sonic game. Sonic Superstars, is that it?
I have no idea. But we saw this, so is this new Sonic news then?
Well, I remember in the pre-show that said there were going to be Sonic news.
Yeah.
So, October 17th for Sonic Superstars. I imagine Sega is going to be, yeah, they're going to talk about Sonic.
Looks amazing. October is going to be a very busy month for new releases. And yes, there will be full 4-player co-op gameplay in Sonic Superstars. But that is not all the Sonic news we have for you tonight at Opening Night Live, because we also have a special update for you
DLC?
on Sonic Frontiers.
New DLC announcement.
I actually wanted to play this Sonic, I just never got around to it.
You had never played a Sonic game?
I said I wanted to play this one, I just never got around to it.
I thought you said, I always wanted to play Sonic, but I never got around to it. I'm like, what? Yeah. Same. Cool. Say new playable characters, I think.
Hello again. It's so amazing being here at Gamescom with all the game devs, publishers, and of course, the fans. Gamescom is the world's largest video game event. Just check out this footage from last year. There are so many opportunities to celebrate games and connect with your fellow friends. And earlier, I mentioned the Gamescom cosplay area, where you can see amazing game-inspired costume, just like this. Now I'm here with Mochi Dragon, Rainbow Raven, Zaza, and Saphira. Mochi Dragon, can you tell me how you choose a character to cosplay?
For me, there are 3 things required in order to decide on a cosplay. The first thing is, do I like the game or the media where it's coming from? The second one is, do I enjoy the character design? And the third one is, does it have a little challenge in the cosplay making progress? Like sewing a corset like my princess has here, or imitating bone structure with foam.
And what makes cosplay at Gamescom unique for you?
for me, it's definitely being able to play all of these awesome games
Why
in
is
cosplay
this
at the
part
booth
of the
of the
show?
developers, as well as talking to the producers of the indie games, like having first-hand
Do we have to talk to
conversations,
all of them?
and of course the cosplay village.
Thank you so much for sharing your costumes with us, and I wish you
Okay,
a great,
good.
wonderful Gamescom. Thank you. Applause.
I think Jasmine had planned to go down the line, and she was like, I better not.
Before I go, I would like to tell you about the Gamescom event arena. Friday through Sunday, there will be live shows from this stage right here in this hall. Check out creators, gaming events, and esports competitions live from Cologne or tune in online. Join and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and be sure to use the Gamescom hashtag 2023. Thank you so much, and back to you, Jeff.
Awesome. Thank you, Jasmine. It's great to have you here. All right, right now we've got a first look at the First Descendant, a next-generation action looter shooter from Nexon. The crossplay open beta is going to be held September 19th to 25th.
We must follow the will of the ancestors.
This game looks cool.
Accept your calling, Descendant.
Yeah.
The Descendants are risking their lives for us, for Albion.
It's another Nexon game, I'm telling you, Xbox. Buy them up.
It's another South Korean, right?
Yep.
Studio? Yeah.
It's the Ironheart! This could wipe out all of the Vulgus, right? That's so cool!
Countless descendants have shed blood to protect the sanctity of this great place.
It looks great.
Despite their efforts, humanity is still at risk of extinction. And you are the only chance we have.
There's a grave walker.
If this hits, like, this could give Destiny a run for its money right now. How downloadable Destiny is.
The First Descendant. September 19th, 2025.
Hello?
Through the 25th.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
How's
Okay, that makes
Surface
more
World?
sense.
Good.
September 19th through the 25th. I was like, what are they talking
Great.
about?
How are you?
I'm a moron.
Tired,
I'm a moron,
in a
Chad.
good way.
He's distracted by
Busy.
Jasmine.
No.
Unitrench is still Unitrench.
I'm worried about you. I heard there was a storm coming.
I told you, I still need time.
Time to what, Stan? Because as far as I can see, you're just treading water.
We're upping the extraction rate. Maximum output.
I don't expect you to understand.
You're not the only one who's suffering. I need you with me here, now.
I will be.
Under the Waves. Game Pass ad.
You're right there. On the verge of something special.
Starfield. Let's go. Flight sim.
Of being
There's
first.
climbing
into
game.
great
Fun.
unknowns.
Replace was just delayed to 2024.
Good luck. Have fun. It's a lot of applause for that audience.
Yeah.
Joining me now,
Oh, that's
Troy
why- that's
Baker,
why they-
Roger Clark.
It's Troy
Julia
Baker!
Brown, the stars of Fort Solace, which is out today on PlayStation and PC. Guys, welcome to Gamescom. This is so fun. Tell us a bit about this project. What can you tell us
Oh
about?
my God, look at these people. You guys are insane.
Yeah!
We've been able to talk about this game for a while. I think the thing that I'm most excited about
God, is he gonna talk for 18 minutes again?
Explore these characters. At the core of this experience is unraveling the mystery of Fort Solace, and you're gonna do that by discovering these characters and learning about their stories. And that's, as actors, that's something that we just want to throw ourselves into.
And this is a game, I know Roger made, it's an independent game made by a pretty small team, right?
10 people, 2 years, 0 delays. We are very excited to share with you the world, Fort Solace today. It was a real joy to work on, and it's a joy to see what indie studios are capable of in this day and age. It's a real thrill.
And an amazing cast for an independent game. Juliet, this is, we know you from a lot of great, film, television work. This game thing, how did you get involved in this project?
Yeah, it's my first ever video game project, so I'm so excited. Thank you. And to get to work beside 2 of the best in the game world nonetheless. So I just had to watch these guys and learn.
And you guys did full-on, performance capture. We see a little tease of your character there, Juliet. What can you tell us about kind of what we're going to see in this launch trailer? Because it's an amazing narrative experience, right? This sort of, an independent game, but done on a big production value.
Yeah, let's go, Roger.
You know, one of the best things about working with Troy, I remember coming in from lunch and we were doing the mocap, and I walked into the foyer and there I see Troy's butthole. I mean, the hole is butt made. When
I say we threw ourselves into this, we literally did. And there's a hole in the wall that was made by my butt.
Yes.
Which he signed.
And Juliet, I know
on eBay.
it's a little mysterious what your role is in this game, right? But we have to play to find out.
So I play Jessica Appleton, who's an engineer working on Fort Solace alongside Jack Leary. And they're going to have a night that they will never forget.
Ooh.
Whoa.
It's a thrilling ride.
Well, let's get a little tease of this instead. It's out today. Here is the launch trailer for Fort Solace. Thanks so much, guys.
Man, what is happening today?
Thank you.
You really see the demographic come through for our chat when
Jack Leary, senior engineer on
shows
Fort
sometimes.
Solace, and the
Oh
planet
my
squadron
God.
responding to an alarm. Suspected power failure. Await further information.
Recording submitted. Is there no sign of security?
No.
Chipmunk says this game is a 61 on meta right now.
Yeah, it's not doing too hot, but
I think the man's got an incident here.
What the hell is going on, Jackie? You need to leave and let Central handle it.
too much Troy Baker buttholes.
All right,
I'd rather
next
not
it's time for the
have a
announcement
Troy
about a new
Baker
game from
butthole
Focus
segment.
Entertainment and Saber, the continuation of the ultimate off-road experience.
Troy's asshole is kind of 82. Oh.
Behind all great discoveries lies a journey. One of anticipation and adaptation. Of struggle. Of hope. Each step matters. For every obstacle, there's a solution.
I tried playing one of these games. I got stuck. I turned it off.
Yeah.
I got out and did the winch and everything. I was like, I'm gonna get out. No, get out.
Yeah, but you were in that mud, so you gotta like go into first gear, and
I ended up getting myself more stuck.
An expedition.
Yep.
Expeditions.
A mud runner game.
Those have come to Game Pass quite a bit too, I think.
All right, our next stop, the Crew Motorfest, a vibrant open world, welcomes you to the ultimate festival for car lovers, Motorfest. Here is the brand new trailer.
The Crew Motorfest Horizon.
Does this one have buses in it too?
It might. The one cool thing I'll say is this does have motorcycles and
yeah, I know the last one had like
ATVs.
boats and planes and shit in it too.
But it does take place about a race festival on a tropical setting. Like, you have the whole opening segment that's exactly like Horizon. It is funny playing the demo, the beta, like how similar it was.
The Crew Motorfest comes out September
just more
14th,
arcadey.
and the brand new Lamborghini Revuelto is on the cover and playable. And we have a special O&L announcement for
And it's
everyone
not as
watching
pretty.
between September 14th and 17th. A free trial will be available of the game, offering 5 hours of gameplay on all platforms for the Crew.
Or as good.
All right, moving on.
But PlayStation
with
players
CD
can play it,
Projekt
so-
Red gearing up for the release of the spy thriller expansion to Cyberpunk
Phantom Liberty.
2077.
Are we getting a Keanu
Phantom Liberty on
appearance?
September 26th. The studio is ready to share a new look
Idris Elba?
at the wide range of overhauled mechanics coming to the game. And as you're about to see, a lot has changed. Let's check this out.
Let's check it out.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go.
My favorite merc. Welcome to Dogtown. There's a job. Coordinates provided. You know what to do.
Get your ammo, assault rifles, tactical gear.
Hands, thinking of buying some iron.
The logical choice.
Damn. Green view. Home stretch. Getting a ripper to overclock your chrome before the fight? Not a bad idea. Okay, I'm ready. Get this show on the road. Job done.
Premium work fee. I'm closing the gig and sending you a little bonus. Something that will spirit you home safely. Someone dispatched a hunter. Good luck.
Fuck incoming! Fire QC drop!
Got a net runner cinch here.
Wait, you can hack cars now?
I guess so.
All nearby units. We got a situation in Watson. Roger, dispatch. We're on our way.
NC police, for fuck's sake.
Your actions are illegal.
Let me put it this way. No gun, no fun. Max tech. Time to tilt out.
I feel like they took some of the stuff from the anime, or maybe they were in talks
Bravo.
with it was coming out, but like.
I only hope this won't mark the end of our collaboration. You will hear from me soon. This I guarantee you.
It's so close, and here to talk a little more about what we've just seen is Yulia Primok, gameplay designer from CD Projekt Red. Yulia, welcome to Gamescom.
Hey, I'm excited to be here today.
Well, we're excited to get in depth about what we just saw, because there are a lot of upgrades coming. We just saw a lot of upgrades and changes that are coming to Phantom Liberty. Where do we even start?
So basically, we've prepared a major overhaul of the gameplay experience. So for example, with our absolutely redesigned perks system, we prepared many cool playstyles and many cool abilities to try out. For example,
so you got,
deflecting.
you got Jasmine, you got Julia, and now you got Yulia.
Your enemy and throwing that enemy around. And on top of that all, we also prepared a new relic tree that will allow for to empower your cyberware even further.
Wow. It seems like players, can even further customize their playstyle to suit their taste. We also saw in that video a lot about vehicles and how vehicular combat is even being upgraded, right?
Exactly right. So vehicle combat is a massive addition. Players will be able to shoot their guns while driving. They will be able to use mounted weapons like and rockets. And on top of that all, they also will be able to take remotely control over vehicles to, for example, crush them or into like some group of enemies.
Wow.
And, sorry to interrupt. One more thing is that car chases are gonna be a new, renewed experience with the revamped police system.
Okay. Well, it seems like you're upgrading, you said, across the board with a bunch of different things, and thank you so much for coming out to tell us about it. Like the trailer showed, I know you have something else to announce, though, that wasn't in the trailer, right?
Exactly right. So I'm really happy to announce that a lot of what we've just seen in the trailer will also be coming to Cyberpunk base game for free for current-gen consoles and PC.
Okay. 2.0 update.
Exactly.
All right, well, I cannot wait to check it out next month. Thank you so much, Yulia, for joining us here at Gamescom. Yulia. All right, tonight we've also got an update on the science fantasy strategy game Stormgate and a first look at one of the factions, the Infernal Hosts.
Chad is killing me with the show today,
successor
bro.
to classic real-time strategy games like Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2.
Pong, why did you put a bunch of peach emojis on the chat?
Asymmetric armies fighting for control.
I think you know what, Meth.
Today we have an early look at our second faction, the Infernal Host. Infernals live and die by the code of victory at any cost. They have a powerful advantage, Shroud, fields of dark magic that strengthen their armies. The lowliest Infernal units are the worker imps.
I think this is supposed to be that free-to-play RTS game or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like
Between
shit.
these powerful lumbering brutes and the fiends that they unleash, Infernals will sacrifice everything, including themselves, to emerge victorious. On the music front, the
Peaches are
Chainsmokers
good.
are advising us on our soundtrack. We're working with composers like Frank Klepacki of Command & Conquer. We'll share more later this year, including some of the friends we brought in to lend their voices to our co-op campaign.
All must serve.
Well, that's Stormgate. I've seen better stuff from that game before.
Gamescom always strives to help our environment, and all of you can help make a change with a donation to the Gamescom Forest. Now to present Gamescom Green Studio of the Year, please join me in welcoming Lisa Pack from Playing for the Planet. Lisa?
Every time I come to Gamescom, I am amazed by the scale of this event and impressed with how each year the team continues to make steps to make it more sustainable. This is being done through the Gamescom Goes Green initiative, as well as by partnering with us at Playing for the Planet. Through Playing for the Planet, the United Nations has been working with the games industry to inspire millions of players around the world to learn more about the environment and to take actions that benefit the planet. Whether you are a gamer, a head of a AAA studio, or an indie developer, all of us can and should play a part. What matters most is that you start somewhere and collaborate, because time is of the essence. And if we don't start now, then when? For those of you who play games, many of you are already raising the bar by asking game makers to step up and act on values that are important to you. Keep on asking, whether it's for more green content or greater energy efficiency, because your voice counts. For this year's Green Studio of the Year award, we have been looking for bold, system-changing, innovative, and creative ways to tackle the climate crisis, and all nominees this year have done an amazing job. The way we win on climate change is to stop emissions from happening in the first place, and that is exactly what this year's award winner is actively trying to do. The nominees
Can we have an award for the worst for the environment game also?
Based on companies that have submitted applications are Frontier, Ubisoft, and Xbox. And this year's winner is Xbox. And here to accept the award is Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox.
Yay, Phil! Hey, if this is what it takes to get Phil on stage, let's go.
I'm accepting this award on behalf of an incredibly talented team at Xbox that has worked very hard to put tools in the hands of developers to allow them to see the impact of their code on the energy draw of the consoles. We do this so that we can all play while we continue to make the world a more sustainable place. Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
But is that why Redfall is only 30 frames per second, Phil?
Congratulations to Phil and Xbox. Great to have that award in the show. I'm now here with Judd Cobbler, the founder.
Yeah, you sounded really happy for him,
Hour
didn't
Games.
you, Jeff?
Judd, this is a big moment for you guys. ARPGs have had an incredible year, but you're an independent studio that has been building this game for a number of years, and we're excited to tell your story. So tell us a bit about The Last Epoch.
Absolutely. So Jeff, thanks so much for having me. First off, before Last Epoch, I was not in the games industry. I was just a die-hard action RPG player that dreamt of creating a community-made action RPG. And with the help of our community and Kickstarter, we've been able to make that happen. And so in Last Epoch, every single skill in the game has its own transformative skill tree. We have 119 skills in the game so far, and we're adding more every single patch.
I'll go personally chop down 30 trees if it gives me my 60 frames.
And multiple in-game systems for endless playability.
No, you
Jeff,
won't.
tonight we're excited
that's too
to
much
announce
work.
our newest class, the Rune Master. The Rune Master has a unique mechanic where he's able to invoke any of 40 different abilities with a single button press, making it super exciting and fun to experiment and find your perfect play style. And the Rune Master is going to be joining us September 7th, and will be available to play here all week at Gamescom.
Amazing. Well, this is such a great story of this game. I encourage you to check it out. And right now, we've got a first look at the Rune Master. Thanks, Judd. Appreciate it.
5 years ago, Last Epoch was a community dream. What if we, the players, could band together to make the next great ARPG? What would that game look like? Lots of character classes to choose from. Every single skill would have its own build-defining skill tree.
Is this like
Reaching
an
endgame
ARPG?
would be just the beginning, and it
Yeah,
would be
it's like a
updated for
Diablo
years so
type
we could
game.
play
Okay.
forever.
Pretty
Last
solid.
Epoch makes crafting and finding items super rewarding.
Is it free to play or paid for?
No, you gotta pay for it.
Again, it's genius. I think
It's
this
only
is
a
the
PC
most
right now, so
innovation
I'm wondering
we've
if this is
seen
gonna be
in
a
trade
console thing.
system in an ARPG in at least a decade.
Runes of Power, September 7th.
A really cool game. Speaking of cool games, please welcome the winner of Best Mobile Game last year at the Game Awards, Ben Brode
Marvel
from
Snap.
Marvel Snap. Hello, Ben.
Oh!
Oh, it's you.
Whoa. I know we won Mobile Game of the Year.
You did, yeah.
But we just finished rebuilding the entire game to run natively on PC.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
insane.
consoles.
And I'm here to tell you that, like,
Hold on.
literally just like 5 minutes ago, we launched the game on Steam.
Okay, it's on Steam, rebuilt.
Download it now.
Yes, that's fantastic. Now, I know anyone
But
actually
that-
watching
I have
the show
over
on
100
Twitch, if you
hours
watch
on
more than
Steam,
30
so
minutes
I've
of
been
Mobile
playing it
tonight. There's a special Twitch drop, a Spider-Man variant for Marvel Snap. And right now, we've got an exclusive cinematic to show you from Snap. Check it out. Thanks,
Come
man.
on. Console announcement. That would be sick.
Ghost Rider.
Is this Randy Pittsburgh's kid? Wow. Fucking hell, bro. Definitely some similarities there, for sure.
Well, so far he hasn't got caught with cocaine or porn on a USB drive, so.
Oh, shit. Would it surprise you, though? Check his pocket. Keely should take over for Pat Sajak and Wheel of Fortune. Every answer would be Hideo Kojima.
And bringing to you this question, Troy Baker, famous voice actor.
Announcing the Wheel of Fortune podcast. Yeah, Game Pass. Let's go, baby. A lot more Microsoft representation at this show. Is this Armored Core?
Armored Core.
Yeah.
We're close to Rubicon. Wake the dog up.
Game Pass?
Activating cerebral coral control device. Augmented human C4621 has awakened.
Let the last cinders burn.
Call sign Raven. Priority subject for termination. High on the list.
You ready to climb the wall?
Call of Duty tweeted out that the PlayStation beta is exclusive for the 6th to the 10th of October, so people were questioning that in the chat earlier, so it's confirmed exclusive now.
Why hide behind another
Last year of that deal, hopefully.
Watch out.
Let's see how far they can fly on borrowed wings.
How did you get this for 45, Calorie?
There was a website selling CD keys, and it was selling for 45 or whatever.
Okay.
Memories.
It wasn't
like
CD keys, it was
scars.
some other website, but it's basically the same thing.
Cut deep enough. And they'll never fade. Or be forgiven. I ran. I begged. I stole. But I survived.
Bet you didn't think this would be the game to get you copyright.
Yeah. The Rebel Moon trailer is gonna get it. Netflix always hits.
Yeah.
who tries to stop me. I'll cut my own path through. I'll fight until I stand in the land of salvation. Warhaven.
Cool.
Oh, another Nexon game. What do you know?
That was Warhaven, and the Melee multiplayer PvP game will hit Steam Early Access on September 21st.
Like a free-to-play for Honor.
Next, I am so excited to welcome to
Or
Gamescom
Chivalry,
the creator
Chivalry,
of
maybe.
Mortal Kombat.
Ed
Who's
Boon,
come
let's go!
all the way to Gamescom to unleash even more news on MK1, which ships in just a month. Please join me in welcoming to ONL, Ed Boon. Hello, Ed.
Hey, Jeff.
Fancy seeing you here. Well, we had a lot of fun with you at Summer Game Fest revealing the first gameplay of MK, and I got to say, every trailer you drop just gets crazier and crazier. So what did you bring to Gamescom?
We brought another, probably our craziest trailer of all. You know, since we introduced the gameplay at Summer Game Fest, we couldn't believe the reaction people having to the game, and they've actually gotten their hands on the game, which has become even more exciting. I can't believe the crazy stuff people have come up with, combining the main characters and the cameo characters. It's been a riot. But this trailer we have here should give you an even better idea of just how insane things get with this game.
There are some reveals in it. I got to say, this is such a great asset. You guys are going to enjoy it. Here it is.
Did he just
Mortal
say
Kombat
such
1.
a great
You're
ass?
such a great ass. Yeah.
Such a great ass. Almost as good as Troy Baker's butthole.
Can be both alien and intoxicated to Earthrealmers. All our realms are at peace. There are Outworlders who would prefer us to be at war. General Shock.
Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains. All of Outworld is grateful for his service. You would consign us to endless war.
Better that than be Liu Kang's lapdog.
Story is going to be awesome in this,
Your
bro.
illustrious father teach you that war is the last resort. Do not forget that, General.
Twin Sindel.
Wow, that dude's getting his ass kicked.
Yep.
Like a flawless.
We gather once again to honor my late husband's legacy, to continue the tournament that he founded with Lord Liu Kang.
Empress Sindel.
Let us meet your champion.
Earthrealm's champion is Raiden, Your Majesty.
Is it me? Or is Earthrealm's champion scrawnier than usual?
He has earned his place by embodying the very
By
best
picking
qualities
cabbage.
of Earthrealm's people.
I am ready, Your Majesty. Whom shall I face?
We will destroy your champion, Liu Kang. He will taste no victory.
God, it's going to be awesome.
now you're gonna get blood all up in your hair.
Who's your queen?
Whoa.
September 9th.
Looks insane. All right,
another
time
Xbox
for a
game.
Total shift. Era History Untold.
A little bit different kind of game
this
here.
week at Gamescom. This turn-based grand strategy game is about building and leading a nation throughout alternative history.
This is
Here
PC
a
Game
first
Pass
look
Day 1.
at the
This is,
gameplay.
Microsoft published.
Let's go back to the beginning. There. The world untouched. No thrones ascended. No history yet written. Just people waiting to be led somewhere extraordinary by you. Will you be wise? Will you inspire? Or will you conquer? However you choose to change the world, one thing is certain. History will never be the same.
It's your world now.
Let's go.
Blizzard has had a long history here at Gamescom, and in its latest game, Diablo 4, it arrived in June and will be
Did they put a
supported for
date on
years
that?
to come with seasonal content.
They said
Their first
2024,
season of
that's
The
it.
Malignant
Okay.
is now underway, but in a bit of a surprise, we're now about to share with you the first news on the next season coming this fall.
It started small. Nameless people that no one would miss. Dead.
This seems cool.
Discarded. Their throats torn open. The church ignored the killings. Even as fear mounted like the bodies. The desperate and the brave fought to end the corruption. But they were too late. It changed them. Killed them. Brought them back. Hungry. I have fought this plague a long time. We need something different. A survivor.
A new class?
All of their strengths and none of our weaknesses. Someone unexpected. And they'll never see you coming. Track them. Hunt them. Kill them. In the realm of darkness, we are the beacon of light. Let our stakes pierce through the hearts of the damned. For tonight, we hunt.
Empire powers.
Interesting.
Season of
Gamescom,
Blood.
please welcome actress and producer Gemma Chan, who is voicing the role of vampire hunter Eris in the Season of the Blood.
No,
and the
she's
general
in
manager of
Eternals.
the Diablo franchise at Blizzard, Rod Ferguson. Welcome to Gamescom.
I'm hoping the story is more focused because I didn't like how they
It's so
did it with
exciting
the
to have
first
you
season.
here. Welcome to the video game world. I know this is your first video game, right?
It is. Thank you for having me. It is my first video game. I have always appreciated the power of storytelling in all its different forms. And in some ways, video games are very much like interactive cinema now. So I was so excited to play this character.
God,
and,
it starts
thank
again.
you for inviting me into the world of Sanctuary.
You did an excellent job. I can't wait for people to hear you.
Yeah, this is exciting. You know, Season 2, which will be coming, as you said, in October. What can you tell us about the character that you're playing, Eris?
So Eris is a seasoned vampire hunter. She is going to be your badass warrior companion as you fight your way through the perils of Sanctuary. She's complex. She's seen quite a bit of horror in her lifetime. So initially she comes across as a little bit cold and jaded, but in a fight, she will definitely have your back.
Good to know. Rod, tell us a bit about what we can expect from this new Diablo season in October.
Well, Jeff, you know, Diablo is about creating that ultimate power fantasy. And obviously, a lot of people have been doing it. We have over 12 million players and 1.3 billion hours played so far. And I just want to take a second to say thank you. We're so appreciative of their enthusiasm and all the player feedback. It's going to help us make great seasons for years to come. Now, for our free second season, Season of Blood, you get to join Eris as a vampire hunter, but not just any normal vampire hunter. You're going to get cool vampiric powers and become kind of a daywalker, a vampire that hunts vampires and ultimately tracks down and faces off with the big bad vampire lord. Now, that's Season 2, and that's October, so we still have lots of time to jump into Season 1, the Season of Malignant. So, you know, seasons are a great time to start with Diablo because we all begin at the same place. So come join us in Diablo.
Amazing. All right, well, thank you both for making the trek here to Gamescom in Germany, and we can't wait to meet more Eris and hear more in October. Fantastic. Gemma, Rod, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, and now it's time for another world premiere. This one is a European-made game about hope, love, friendship, and robots.
In a world divided
There's the bus.
by
It's already won.
disinformation,
No.
where danger lurks around every turn. A motley crew of misfits embark on a fateful road trip to discover their true power.
Please tell me you're done.
Oh, we're just getting started, dude.
What is this music?
I believe the kids call it K-pop music.
Just K-pop.
Turn it down.
Leave my music alone. Shut the hell up.
Words have power.
Firefall
They
2.0.
can give you strength. Ready for this?
Stand still.
Words can bring people together and tear them apart. But if words hold so much power, he has no respect for you.
She's right.
The question is, what do you have to say?
We can all agree that
Dustborn.
my Trail of
Early
Words
2020.
was better than yours.
That Q Spotlights had like 6 games.
I gotta step away. I'll be right back, Jasper.
Okay. What the hell am I watching? Is this like Chowder? Like if you watch that Cartoon Network show back in the day, it's like the art style of Chowder.
That's a really fun indie game. Thank goodness you're here. And now to completely shift the tone again, I'm here with Sam Lake, who's going to take us to a very dark
Alan Wake.
place with Alan Wake 2. Sam, welcome to Gamescom. This game is coming out in October, and we've had so much fun. We announced this a few years ago at the Game Awards and at Summer Game Fest. We met Saga Anderson and heard a little bit of her side of the story, but everyone's been asking me, and I'm certainly expect you, what about Alan's story? What can you tell us about what it's like to play as him? Tonight, I think it's finally time to answer that question.
Thank you for having us here, Jeff. Yes, finally, it's time to show our title character, Alan Wake, and his struggle to escape the nightmare dimension of the dark place, where he's been for the last 13 years, ever since the first Alan Wake game.
It's a long time. We've been waiting a long time to play another one. We're going to see some footage here, and I know you're actually using live action as well in it, right? And it's going to be kind of really blended together in a cool way.
Yeah, the dark place is a dream reality, and it keeps drawing from Alan's mind, his thoughts, his fears, his writing, and he comes from New York City, and for years he has written crime fiction set in New York City. So now the dark place takes the shape of a nightmare in New York City, and we have used different mediums in our experience, in our games for storytelling.
I was thinking you
live
in
action
trouble.
for sure. This time around, we've integrated live action seamlessly into the experience to show the dreamlike nature of the dark place.
This game, I cannot wait. We don't have to wait too long. It's coming in October, but let's take a look now at the brand new trailer for Alan Wake 2. Sam, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here we go.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we're all ripped to pieces along the way.
No! Welcome! We have a great show for you here tonight. Alan Wake, one of my all-time favorite writers, and this on the show.
He's here to talk about his latest book.
Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he's written.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember it.
You're the killer, the cult leader.
No! You've got the wrong man! It's my fault! He got out!
Wake has a double. Where is he now?
I don't want to be in the story. Just write me out of the story.
Looking good, Alan Wake.
Oh, spooky. October 27th, 2023.
That looks absolutely amazing, and that's going to do it for Opening Night Live. We have so many amazing games coming this fall. I want to thank all of you for being here tonight, watching online. Jasmine, thank you for co-hosting. And I got to say, we got a lot of great games coming up in the next few months, so I hope you enjoy the rest of Gamescom and get ready for what's going to be quite a debate about Game of the Year. And speaking of the Game of the Year, I'm happy to announce tonight that the Game Awards will be returning live this December, and we've got a date for you. Thursday, December 7th, the show will be streaming live everywhere. It is our 10th
day which will
show,
live in
which I
infamy.
can't believe we've been doing it for 10 years. We'll be live at the Peacock Theater in LA on Thursday, December 7th, and I hope to see you then. It's going to be a very, very special show. Thanks again for watching Gamescom Opening Night Live. We'll see you again next year. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Bye, Jeff.
Later, Jeff. Doom, 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 doom. Well, all right, that's it for Opening Night Live. There's definitely a lot of eye candy at this show in the form of great game trailers. Maybe for some in the chat, other things as well in this special edition of Opening Night Live. What'd you think of the show?
Pretty good. I mean, it was a little slower than I would like. Again, he kind of said that, but there's still a lot of talking points that I didn't really care about, like when the cosplayers and stuff came on. Like, I just and Troy Baker's stupid talking points, and like I just don't care. Like that stuff, I can't stand in these shows.
Yeah, the Troy Baker thing, the cosplay thing,
the Green Awards too. That stuff.
But we got a chance to see Phil there, so that's cool. But besides that, like highlights, Age of Empires did get shadow dropped for console at this event, which is the third shadow drop from first party Xbox this year. Xbox had a bigger presence at this show than in any Keighley show in recent memory. I think they had a few different Game Pass trailers. They had Age of Empires. They also had an Aura. Then there's even like Payday 3 showed up, which that's in Game Pass day one as well.
I had Starfield that opened the show.
Starfield opened the show, which was a huge surprise for me. Right? Like that was absolutely awesome. The whole piano, the music, and then seeing the live action trailer, which was sick. That was a sick ass trailer.
I need to go back and watch that like on the big screen when we're done here.
Like the way that was shot, I want a movie or a show shot like that about Starfield. It was freaking gorgeous. Let's see what else was there. Does Alan Wake 2 look good?
Kind of Lords of Fallen was probably the best Souls game in my opinion out of that we saw. Like I know a lot of people are excited for Wolong and stuff that look cool, but I'm more excited for Lords of the Fallen.
Wukong. Is it Wukong?
Yeah, Wukong. Wukong.
Yeah, Wukong.
Wolong.
Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah, that's right.
Wolong was the other Souls like game that came out this year. Then let's see, there was oh geez.
Aura looked cool, but I'm like I wish that was more of a city builder and not necessarily like Civilization type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a First Descendant looked really good.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited for that. I'm thinking that could be a good competition for Destiny, so it's kind of exciting for me there.
Crimson Desert showed up as well. They had the whole Hoyoverse segment with the 3 different games.
Yeah, I could care less about that.
Right. Lots of it's overall, I gotta say, like for Opening Night Live, it far exceeded my expectations for Opening Night Live by like a million miles. Like Mortal Kombat 1 looks sick again. Every time you see that game, it's just awesome. Rebel Moon had the movie trailer, which I actually didn't mind that because I'm looking forward to that movie also. So man, it was a good show. I feel like
Call of Duty campaign was there.
Call of Duty campaign looked good. Like for not a bunch of new announcements, like they brought the goods with games, right? There wasn't a lot of ads. That was the Game Pass ads.
Yeah, there's Game Pass ads. That's something.
Was there any other ads at this show? I don't really. I think the ads were toned down too, a little bit.
I mean, the Green Award shit was kind of an ad, but
kind of. Yeah. Overall, Opening Night Live, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10 for what it is. Like, not a bunch of huge new game announcements type show, but like that's what you're not expecting. That they set the table for that also, but like what they brought was great stuff. I feel like.
Yeah, I'll give it about a 7, 7.5. Just like I don't care about like a lot of the fighter games, so there wasn't as much here for me as I would have liked, but still some good stuff here.
Tekken 8 looked great.
Yeah.
Also, I remember there was a game early on that looked really good.
There's Killing Floor 3 that got announced here, which I really enjoy the first one and the second one of that. So
yeah,
Killing Floor's a big game for me there.
Well, yeah, that's Opening Night Live, everybody. That's it. I want to see your scores in the chat real quick. Yeah, we got to have some more discussions. Like we'll talk about more this week about this show. Also, does Xbox have anything else at Gamescom they're going to be doing or talking about as well? We'll find out, I guess, in the coming days. And also, tune in Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Pong Soul and I for PM in the PM. We'll be talking about this. We'll have more CMA, Ubisoft talk, all that kind of stuff with the ABK deal. And then also Friday's Xbox Ultimate. Looking forward that'll be the last Xbox Ultimate before Starfield, I think. Because on Thursday, Thursday's PM in the PM. That the next week's PM in the PM, we're doing like an hour lead up to Starfield launch. And man, it's just all, regardless of everything that we just saw, that's everything. It's on my mind is Starfield.
Yep.
Crazy. Armored Core 6 showed up. It was cool. It looked cool. I've seen it 10 times.
I mean, we've seen that same trailer like
Assassin's
14
Creed
times.
Mirage, seen it like 10 times. Also still looks great. Yeah. Great games. Jasper, we're going to go and get out of here, though. So tell everybody where they can find you, sir.
Lord Jasper Twitter, Lord Master Jasper YouTube, all that fun stuff. Monday, Friday, 10 o'clock right here on the Fun Speculation Network with FSP and Xbox Ultimate. That's where I'm at. That's what I do. Yo. Forgot to do the start, so you get it at the end this time.
Right on. Everybody, thanks again for tuning in to this coverage of Opening Night Live. And now I will spend 3 days battling copyright claims. Yay! But you all rock. If you did decide to watch this with us, I would greatly appreciate it, because there's probably 50 other channels at least that you're aware of that are streaming the Opening Night Live event. So I greatly appreciate you choosing to hang out with us and watch it and have fun. And you all rock, and can't wait to see you on one of our upcoming shows as well for any of our podcasts. So have a great day, and we'll see you real soon. Take it easy. I'm going to install Age of Empires.
Bye.
Peace.